And testing. All right, we can go around the table if you wish, or we can go right from there.
We're good.
All right, I think we'll be all right.
Sounds good. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the fiefdom of Stewardvale. Stewardvale is a smaller fiefdom in the larger kingdom of Cambridge, located in a valley in the mid-north. The town has stone walls, about 8 feet high, but only about a foot or two thick. No ramparts, the occasional guard tower. The main gate faces south. There's a small castle on a hill in the center of town that is home to Duke Churchill and the Knights of the Vale. The castle is surrounded by squat stone buildings, shops mostly, arranged along cobblestone paths. Lantern posts provide light in the evening, and hitches for horses are found occasionally along the way. There is a war going on in the greater kingdom of Cambridge, and as such, Duke Churchill, the Knights of the Vale, and about half the town guard have taken off to fight in the war. What guards are left patrol the city, and you don't feel any less safe than you otherwise would have. Outside the town walls are the farmlands that support the Vale, which eventually give way to forests. To the north, the valley comes to a V shape, where mining encampments dot the landscape, bringing precious metals and gems south through the Vale towards the great port of Cambridge City. Run by a retired adventurer known to the locals as Uncle Steve, the Dancing Minotaur is a cozy pub in a stone building along the main cobblestone road, about midway to the castle from the gate. On any given day, you'll find it filled with people of all sorts, trade convoys from the mines to the north and the ports to the south, hunters, trappers, farmers, off-duty guards, and adventurers. Oh, come and I'll tell you about Uncle Steve, who had such adventures you would not believe. He delved into dungeons and to dragon caves, and bested all kinds of thieves, brigands, and knaves. His travel companions were brave and so bold, with a cleric, Calissa, a sight to behold, and Maximus Stormblade, the master of steel, and Gree Granite Kiln, charging in full of zeal. They killed a young dragon and its minion brute, then found a room filled with gems, weapons, and loot. On that day, Steve said, "I'll adventure no more," and opened a tavern called the Minotaur. Yay! Lost the two.
I'll drink to that!
It's the late afternoon in the town of Stewardvale. As the shadows grow long, the bustle in the cobblestone streets starts settling down, but inside the Dancing Minotaur Tavern, you're all preparing for your evening shift. The banners and tapestries adorning the stone walls are all hung straight, their time-worn colors lending character to the interior. Above, old wagon wheels hang from the ceiling, suspending tin lanterns whose fires cast an amber glow on the hardwood tabletops. Over at the far end, a large curved stone fireplace sits unused, it being late summer, but it won't be long before the crisp fall air sets in over the Vale and the patrons will gather around it for warmth. At the near end, just inside the door, the large, ornately carved bar and its sturdy stools welcome all who enter. Behind the bar, Uncle Steve organizes the large display of spirits imported from all areas of the kingdom. For the less discerning customer, brass-ringed oaken hand-pumped taps dispense all the mead a man can drink and more. As opening time nears, Uncle Steve approaches each of you in turn. Clank in your ever-vigilant guard post at the door. Riswynn as you clean the tables and stack the clean mead steins. Marzia as you tune your lute, and Ruckus as you drag a pair of large boards in through the kitchen's back door, one in each hand.
Yeah.
His usual jovial tone somewhat muted, he says to each of you, "Guys, I need your help with something. If you could stick around after the shift tonight, I'll fill you guys in on the details."
Sure.
And
Sure thing, boss.
continues on from there. And with that, he straightens his apron, opens the doors, and with a big welcome, welcome, the night begins. Welcome to your first skill challenge. Running a tavern is not easy, but you are the best of the best, and tonight's a busy night. As the night goes on, we've got a patron who's enjoyed his mead a little too much, and is arguing loudly with anyone who comes within striking distance. Looks like he's trying to start a fight. We've got an angry customer complaining to Riswynn about his boar Reuben, demanding to speak to that chef. And we've got somebody who just won't stop asking poor Marzia to play Freebird.
God damn it.
Time to do what you guys do best and wrangle these customers and make sure everyone makes it to the end of the night.
I joined the demands for Freebird. Freebird. It's the rowdiest bird. It's the rowdiest bouncer ever. Damn it!
You're not helping.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here, we'll use the patented gym method. I'm going to roll to see who goes at each, in which order each round, and we'll go from there.
Are you telling us the complexity, or is that a guess?
You guys have run this bar for quite a while. It seems to be a slightly crazier night than usual, but it's nothing you haven't handled before. So I would say complexity is going to be, we'll call it moderate.
Okay.
More than a regular night, but nothing you can't handle.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Oh, no, I have to do that off of that. There we go. All right, Riswynn, you're up. So you heard the description of all the things going on. We've got somebody arguing with you, trying to get you to bring out the chef. We've got another guy trying to start a fight. What are you going to do to try and wrangle these customers?
Start a fight.
You're the bouncer. You're supposed to prevent the fights.
I'm bored. It's time for action.
Okay. Is this a patron that's a regular of the bar that we've seen most nights type thing, or is it a new person?
The guy starting the fight, or the guy asking?
The guy that's dealing with me, which is the guy trying to fight, I guess.
The guy trying to fight? Okay.
Yeah.
No, you definitely recognize him. He's Ian Tamakos. He is the town drunk.
Oh, perfect.
That's the guy starting the fight. You've got Reese Tigersoul, who you've seen him in here before. He doesn't usually create too much of a fuss, but yes, he is definitely...
but he wants to see the chef, and he won't be dissuaded?
He's a regular, and he's had the sandwich 100 times, and it's not made properly tonight, and I have to see that chef.
Do people know the chef is a giant scary orc?
Some do, some don't.
It's not well known to most because I just stay in the back.
Yes, Uncle Steve has on many occasions hinted to Ruckus that if there is a ruckus out front, there should still be a ruckus in the back.
Right. You have a giant warforged to handle that sort of shit.
That's right. We can take care of it. If I need you to do anything, I will definitely let you know. Otherwise, there's plenty around here to use those hammers on in the back. So yes, to answer your question, the guy asking for the sandwich is a guy named Reese. You've seen him before.
Reese, okay. Can I use my insight to get an idea if he's going to actually let up his desire to see the chef immediately type thing, or if I'm going to have to call the bouncer in at this point?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So 19.
Okay, so you've dealt with this guy before. You know he's just blowing off steam. You figure that if you offer him to bring him another sandwich, then he'll probably be okay. Even if it's exactly the same sandwich, it doesn't matter. He's just had one of his hard days, and he'll be fine.
I'll give him I'll fill up his mug as well. He's down his ale a little bit just to help appease him a little bit more.
Yeah, once you fill up his mug and take a sandwich back, on your way back to the kitchen, Uncle Steve sort of pulls you aside. Good job on that one. Don't worry about the extra meat. So,
okay.
Well done.
That's coming out of your pain!
Uncle Steve wouldn't do that. Where's my tracking sheet?
He quietly garnishes your pay.
Exactly.
Wait, you guys get paid?
Only in the joy of working with you, Ruckus.
And spices.
All
So
right.
many spices.
Okay, Marzia, you're up next. You've got one guy slightly tipsy off his rocker, and he is just not liking what you're playing, and he wants to hear a song that you have never heard before.
He wants Freebird, and he wants it now.
That's right.
Drunk enough that I can bluff that I've just played it.
Give it a try. That one will be slightly harder, but we'll give it a try.
Already played it.
She rolled a 19.
Oh, man.
That gives me a 28.
Basically.
What, again? I just finished playing that.
Did you hear?
And so this guy, he gets a smile on his face, slumps back in his chair, grabs his thing of beer, and goes, yes, that's why it's in my head. You must have done a great job. Takes another big gulp, and he's satiated for now, at least as far as the music's concerned. So.
Resume a quiet ballad.
All right.
This is the part of the song. It's really quiet.
Exactly.
We play really
Ruckus!
It sounds
All right, you just had a sandwich brought back to you. And, I mean, through no fault of Riswynn, for sure, there's somebody out there who is demanding to have a better boar Reuben.
I take the sandwich.
Oh, no.
I take a bite out of it, the sandwich. I taste the sandwich.
Yeah?
I glower. I'll make another one. And if he doesn't like it, this time he's going to go and meet the hammers.
So, you're going to use...
Nature.
You're right, which is your cooking skill. Yeah, cool.
No.
No, what?
I'm very pissed off, apparently. That's a 9 total.
9 total, okay. So, you make him his damn sandwich.
Damn right.
But it comes out,
Loaded with mayo.
he's
It's like deliberately shoddy.
he's put layers of fat on there, there are pieces of bone sticking out the side, and if he wants a sandwich, he'll get a fucking sandwich. And sends it out front.
Everything but actual sand.
Yeah, that's right.
But there's a witch in there somewhere.
Yeah. All right, Clank, you're up. The main thing in your field of view is that guy at the bar. He hasn't started anything yet, but he's getting louder and louder. Oh, wait, Riswynn went by, and he just, grabbed on the back of her...
Apron?
Well, yeah, I guess she would be.
Yeah, it should be right in the apron,
So
definitely.
grabbing back of her apron and just gave it a tug and went...
What is this guy, Russian?
And he's basically he's trying to hit on her very much unsuccessfully, but won't let go and won't let her continue moving.
Alright, I just sort of...
I'm trying to work here. He's a transformer. It's awesome.
Clank activated.
So what is this guy? Is he a human? Is he a...
He's
Do I know him?
another dwarf, which would probably be why he's trying to hit on Riswynn. You've never seen him in here before. So, I mean, if you decide to try and extract his name from him, maybe you could, but you don't know who this guy is. He's probably a miner from up north who's, making a run down with a convoy and has decided to stop here for some mead and, has...
I'm just going to basically walk as loudly as possible over behind him, lean over, and in my deepest, most booming, most monotone yet threatening voice go, "Let go now."
So that's intimidate?
I think so.
Yeah, that sounds
Sounds pretty
intimidating.
intimidating.
What did I roll?
11.
11 plus.
Oh, 18.
18.
That's pretty intimidating.
Yes, oh yes. He finds that exceptionally intimidating. Yeah, he drunkenly stammers, I'm sorry, sir. And he, let's go, and just kind of, is kind of frazzled for that, and turns around and goes back to the bar and, grabs his mug and is keeping an eye on you as you retreat. But he's
I just go back into the corner and I focus right in on him, just to keep an eye on him.
He seems fairly rattled that the statue, or what he thought was a statue, just told him off. I don't think he'll be talking to Riswynn. Okay.
I need a robot hat. If I don't have a robot hat already, I'm buying one.
A robot hat. Would you like a robot top hat or a robot bowler?
An awesome top hat of some kind.
Okay. Would you like to add a monocle? Maybe that'll be a loot item. All right,
But yes, an awesome robot hat. Because I was like, my guy tips his hat to Riswynn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a top hat.
That's it. I need a top hat to tip.
All right. So, Clank, before you even get back to your standing post, Riswynn drops the sandwich at the guy who was making a big deal about it, and the guy gets an eye on this sandwich, and he immediately sees the pieces of bone sticking out the side, whatever, and he is pissed, and he starts storming towards the kitchen.
Oh, crap.
You're up again.
Well then, I would like to use an Arcana check to put my hand on him and then teleport outside of the bar.
Nice.
You yourself teleport, or bring him with you?
Yes.
Bring him. Go
It's
for it.
not in my bar.
That's right.
I make an attempt to grab the sandwich at the same time.
That's a 9.
19.
Wow.
Nice.
All right.
I'm good at Arcana.
Yeah. He walks by. You spin around to 180 degree, just like nothing. Put your arm on his shoulder, and then blink of an eye, you both are outside. And he's like, huh, what? And he's about to storm back in the door. And then you basically throw the sandwich down in front of him and go, and stay out. And he thinks twice about it and goes, yeah, all right, I'll stay out. But next time I'm talking to that chef, he says, and he walks away.
This was the happy ending.
Consider this a successful end to that plan.
Talking to the chef.
I would come back into the tavern more mundanely and just sort of park myself back in the corner and keep an eye on that dwarf.
All right. That's
No. Talk to the chef. Please. We're going to have surprise meat tomorrow night.
Oh God.
We're going to have such words.
Such words. Such words as yum and
All right.
this is delicious.
Riswynn, after being accosted by that dwarf,
Damn
which
drunken
Clank took
dwarves.
care of.
Yes.
And,
Thank you, Clank.
Ma'am.
You've got a group in the back that are starting to get rowdy and wondering what's taking so long with the mead. Get back here with the mead, and they're really starting to get up there.
I'm going to use my acrobatics to get there quickly and impressively.
Ooh, okay.
Dwarf
Fancy
with acrobats.
pants. Dwarf
Yes.
Yes,
acrobats.
it's trained. It's going to be awesome.
All right.
18 plus 8. That's pretty 26. That's pretty
So,
boss.
as they're starting to go, where's our mead? Bar a wrench! You're at the bar. You've just, with the more speed than anybody could ever do it, hand pumped all of these pints of meat. You've got them on a tray.
Awesome.
You basically put one arm on the bar, vault up over it, take a running leap off of an empty chair, leap over the middle table, land, and as you land, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you guys are done. And after that,
That's awesome.
you're cut off. But they don't care. They've got their mead now. They're
happy.
And very impressed.
Very super. Everybody in the entire tavern is super impressed on that one.
Oh, dude, we're in a show.
All right. Ruckus. Okay, so you've just had 6 orders come in of things absolutely all across the board, but the main thing is that everybody loves the boar Reuben, but there's not enough of it. So you are basically going to have to butcher an entire boar before they start complaining about the meal.
Good thing I brought... I'm good.
Good.
Good thing I brought 2. Now, is this going to be an athletics or a nature check?
Your call.
Try to do it fast.
I think there's going to be tenderizing happening, so it's going to be athletics.
All right. You're going to try and tenderize that boar faster than you've ever tenderized a boar before.
While it's cooking.
Well, that's right. While it's it's on the grill and you're just
24.
going nuts. No problem.
Everyone in the bar's like...
Yes, we've reinforced your cooking surface because we know that you do this from time to time. But you basically go into one of your cooking tenderizing frenzies. You basically pick the boar up, you throw it on there. You've already cut it open. You rip the insides out, and then you just go to town with your crag hammers. All the people out in the main area are like, "What is that sound?" Dum, 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 dum. So Riswynn goes around, just calming people down. Oh, don't worry about it. That's just the chef. It's normal. And they're all like, oh, okay, all right. But you get those plates out in record time. Boar Reubens all around. Everybody's happy.
No bone chunks in these.
No bone chunk.
No, they didn't complain.
Also,
I figured you wanted extra protein.
he's tenderizing them so hard. The bone chunks are more like
Meal.
bone meal. Yeah. All right. So, success. The night draws to a close. The patrons, by and large a happy, tipsy, satisfied bunch, leave the tavern singing Marzia's songs and raving about the chef's cooking, leaving plenty of tips for Riswynn to gather, all while being orderly enough to satisfy Clank. With the last of the customers gone, Uncle Steve beams with pride. My friends, you've done an old barman proud. That was the craziest service we've seen all season. You've handled it like the pros you are.
Is Uncle Steve Russian?
Slightly.
Okay.
Only a little bit.
Depending on the night, he's either Russian or Italian. You're never really quite sure. He's from somewhere else in the kingdom, but you haven't thought to ask.
He's been around.
I mean, with the stories told, he sounds like he's been from 8 different places. You're never really sure how much of that is true and what's an embellishment. But anyway, so he says that as the craziest service we've had all season, you handled it like the pros you are. He hands each of you a pouch of coins, the tips of the night, and a bonus too. 25 silver pieces for a single night's work, That's good. That's a good night's earnings. So,
Wow, yeah.
as you guys close up the tavern, clear everything up, calls you all together and goes, I've asked you to stay tonight because I have a bit of a situation I need your help with.
I've been turned into a vampire.
I'm sorry, I'm bad with accents. I'm doing something.
That's awesome. That was very
I
good.
like it.
You just can't nail down that accent. He's from everywhere.
That Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve is very well versed.
He's fluent. He goes from Russian to Italian to Jewish. I mean, come on.
Yeah. We have a bit of a situation. Our mead shipment is more than a week late. We have enough mead to last a few more days, 4 or 5, I don't know. That's about it. I've asked the guards if they could look into it, but with half the guards out with the Duke and the knights fighting the war, they can't spare the men. I need folks I can trust. I need you guys to go out to the Trappist brewery down to the southwest.
Is that even in the small?
Awesome.
I need you to try and find out what happened to the mead shipment and bring us back 4 barrels of amber mead before we run out. I've heard rumors about other traders and shopkeepers saying that their shipments aren't coming in. I don't think that this is just a few missing barrels. I think there's more to this, and I need you guys to take care of that. I can handle the tavern with the day shift lackeys while you guys are gone, but if you guys could leave tomorrow, that would be great. So basically, he's laid that out before you guys.
I agree.
We can definitely do that.
Oh, yes, I will definitely help Uncle Steve.
I mean, you can't run the tavern with no mead. That's unthinkable.
Yes.
Ruckus, they might run into trouble. They might need somebody with the good hammers.
Okay.
Also, no meat is a travesty.
It really is.
Huge
Did
travesty.
you say gnome meat is a travesty?
No meat is also a travesty, but no meat is even more.
I'm not cooking gnomes.
You're not cooking.
I'm not cooking gnomes. You're not.
If it's tasty.
It's the divvy.
It's part of my vampire tradition. I must eat the gnome every full moon.
But we must bleed it out first. He's vampire and Jewish. You gotta slaughter this thing by bleeding it out.
It's gotta be kosher.
That's right.
Is this gnome kosher?
So he ends it off with, wonderful, wonderful. Good job, everybody. And he goes to the back to finish cleaning up and whatnot, and the night is
Sleep in
over.
his coffin.
Yes.
So who was the one complaining about the Reuben?
He took a walk. Him and his sandwich. That was quite the adventure.
Did you see what I put in it? Teach him to complain. First one was done
we
to
know
perfection.
this guy, right?
First one was done to perfection.
The guy with the sandwich?
The guy with the
Yes,
sandwich.
no, yes, you guys do know this guy.
He's a loudmouth
He's been in here
anyway.
before. He comes in here every once in a while, and he's had a bad day, and he decides to take it.
You
out.
know him. He's just going to show up tomorrow, and he won't even remember.
Why do you think I had the bone?
There's always one smartass a night.
I'll be back. They always come back.
So when are we leaving?
I can leave whenever. You guys in your sleep.
Whenever.
I say first thing.
All right. Going to bed. Sneaking out the back as usual.
I'll just put on my flowery dress.
Well, folks in this town, they may not necessarily know that an orc is a chef here, but definitely the folks within, say, the very short radius between here and your house have gotten used to the fact that every night
There's a 7-foot tall mountain that walks out of the bar.
yes, that storms down the street towards the
Alright, Ruckus is going to get himself some sleep.
Okay.
Maybe he can get some of that wonderful mead, extra thick from the bottom of the barrel to make some kind of roast juice out of.
A stew. Stew would be
Clank is just going to power down in the corner as usual.
Sounds good.
I meditate.
You meditate.
I don't actually sleep. I meditate for 4 hours.
Fair enough. I'm assuming that each of you guys have a little spot somewhere in. Well, I mean, Clank stays at either at the tavern or Uncle Steve actually does have a room with a bunch of books and stuff and an extra sort of standing area for you if you ever decide to go back there instead.
Yeah, no, Clank's just going to power down in the corner for now.
Fair enough.
He's still alert during that time.
And the rest of you have little sort of above the stone, like the stone buildings are 2-floor, and on the main drag and the side streets where there are shops, you guys have sort of little
housing type thing?
housing rooms in the upper section.
So you hole in the wall apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys if if Marzia and Riswynn decided to grab a flat together or something. That's up to you guys. But basically, you're
Sounds good.
you're
good.
living in
Roommates.
town somewhere.
We're cool. We got it.
Roomies!
Attach roomies. Awesome.
You know you snore, right? I don't snore!
I didn't sleep.
You snore when you meditate. I do not. If anyone snores, it's the dwarf.
Luckily, luckily Clank doesn't snore.
I can meditate through that.
Wow.
You must
You're
have
good.
high level meditate.
All right.
We
moving on.
traveled together before. She got used to it
done
really
this
quick.
before.
All right.
So if there's anything else you guys want to do the evening, I don't know if Marzia and Riswynn, you guys want to role play any of the going back to your flat or anything, but if they're barring any of that, we'll just say that morning is coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah,
morning.
we'll just go home.
Yeah.
Yep, just
Get some
keep
rest.
keeping an eye on the
Yeah.
place as
Prep our
usual.
stuff for leaving.
Fair, sounds good.
Ruckus is going to be late.
He's going to be
He
late.
slept in.
Fair enough. All right. So the rest of you arrive at the tavern nice and early. So the sun is just barely peeking over the horizon. Out in the farmer fields beyond the wall, you hear the roosters doing their morning, cock-a-doodle or whatever they do.
The cock-a-doodle slam.
Apparently, we're
Your
having chicken
dinner.
for lunch.
Roast chicken.
So the other three of you make it to the bar. Uncle Steve is already there. He's got out his polishing cloth and he's polishing off the bar and cleaning glasses and whatnot. He opens the door, lets you guys in, and goes, "Well, where's Ruckus?"
He probably
Is he classically
Yeah.
late, or is this uncommon?
I don't know. Is he?
No,
Is he like always on John time?
he's usually there on time. Just today he's sleeping in because it's early that you want him up.
Well, I guess because he can come in midday to serve.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be there first thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he has to go down to the market to pick out the best tomatoes or whatever.
He can. Maybe sometimes does, or maybe he has some farmers out beyond the wall that don't mind an orc coming around looking for produce. Or maybe they did mind it, but it doesn't matter because he towers over them by a few feet and goes, "I need produce," and
Give me your vegetables.
that's right.
I'm here for your kiwis.
And they're just like, "Oh, okay. I've also got 50 heads of lettuce. Do you need that?"
What kind of lettuce?
Iceberg.
Romaine?
Romaine.
I'll take the iceberg. How does an orc know the difference?
All right. So as we're waiting for Ruckus to arrive, how late is Ruckus going to be?
Probably 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
So
I read a book.
Well,
It's a die roll on that one.
if you were going to be more than half an hour, I was going to send them looking for you.
Okay.
But anyway, so in the meantime, Uncle Steve goes, "Okay, friends. So to bring back the barrels, you can take the what do you call it? The pack mule." So he goes out and he unhitches the pack mule and gives it to you guys, and he hasn't ever bothered giving it a name, but it's the pack mule for the tavern, and offers you guys some of to take provisions if you need from the kitchen for your travels. And then wishes you the best of luck, and eventually Ruckus arrives, and he sends you on your merry way. So you make your way down the main cobblestone road of town, out the main gate, past the guard. Usually there are 4 or 5. Okay, the guard. You make your way down...
I'm going to stop and talk to the guard, and just to sort of try to get a sense of, hey, we're going down to investigate this mead shipment thing, and I'm wondering if they might have heard anything.
Okay. Let's see. What would you normally roll for that? What are the stats here? Yeah, roll insight just to see if you think that it'll be a really easy roll. But just to see if this guy's actually going to bother talking to you, or if he's having one of these days where
That is a 5. That is
So
a no.
5.
He isn't really interested in chatting with the local folk. He's way too busy, been working triple shifts, and basically just says, sorry, please continue on, unless there's a really big emergency or something going on. I just don't have time. I don't have time.
There's a beer emergency.
Need emergency. He shakes it off and continues back to the garden hut. You almost had him there for a second, but he's not. He's just... Yeah, he's been working like 12 and 15-hour shifts. He's not ready to chat about anything with anybody.
So, I'd also like to do a history roll to know if there's anything... If in the past, have there been bandit groups that patrol this area, or that where the ale is coming through? You know, is this one of these?
Yep.
16. History, I'm good at. Talking to people, not so much.
History, you are good at. Okay, so the one thing that you do know is that the road that goes... here, I'll show you. The map. So the road that goes south of the Vale and then goes off towards the monastery is usually very well trod, very well patrolled, especially this portion here. A little less so towards the monastery itself, but in recent times you haven't really heard of anybody causing any trouble on those paths. Generally, people walk them without even bothering to bring any safety.
So yeah, it's just not.
Yeah, now
like,
if
the
you're
Vale
able,
itself is very well protected, like at the entrances, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like England, where
It's fairly self-contained.
Yeah, it's fairly self-contained. That there's not okay. But
so there's not like a known bandit group that patrols this area or something like that.
There is not a known bandit group. No, you as far as you guys are concerned, normally going out to get the meat shipment wouldn't even require but one of you. You know, one of you would take the mule and go out there, but they actually have their own delivery guys that,
right.
You know, if you're willing to pay the extra few silver, they'll bring it out to you, and those guys are just, you know, a couple of guys with some mules.
Right.
And they don't
It's not
really
like a
bring
guarded
protection.
caravan. Okay.
Yeah. Now, other places sort of further along, if you got outside, like towards the port city, basically right about here in the middle, you might get from time to time where it's like there's not much there. You're not close enough to port. You're not close enough to the Vale that maybe, and definitely up here where all the precious metals are coming in from the mining encampments. The mining encampments, they stay guarded. They're well guarded, and they guard their caravans down into the Vale. But once it gets to the Vale, they basically get into the Vale, and then the caravans going from there down might or might not have anything good, and you know they might or might not be guarded. So people don't tend to hit them if they're leaving the Vale going south.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys get out of the gate. You make your way through, you know, long tracts of farmland that surround the main town. Huge tracts of land. Yeah, I saw you laughing on that one. So you make your way down. Eventually, let's see.
I find it odd that he sends all four of us.
He must have heard something
Yes, Uncle Steve has his ear to the ground.
all the time.
Yeah, he wouldn't just send us there if there wasn't actual trouble on these roads.
So you guys are heading down. You you get to a signpost that points the fork in the road. Nothing you haven't seen 1,000 times. You hang a right. You start going. And I guess at this point, hold on, I just need to... Okay, those are those.
So what the heck was that song Freebird anyhow?
Never heard of it. I just told him I'd played it already, and he was too drunk to know any better.
I quietly chuckle.
Yes, you may not remember where you came from before Uncle Steve found and activated you, but you do know Freebird.
Do I? Yes.
Well, maybe you can tell me sometime.
Yes, you don't want you don't like Clank singing.
Oh, there it is.
Clank
No,
singing
but-
is very monotone. It's like
It's a song I don't know, and if I've gotten asked for it once, they'll probably ask for it again. So I might as well learn it.
Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm just
Yeah, no
take your
problem.
time.
things together.
Go for it.
Where is that?
I have the lowest hit points.
Jim, how does it work when I'm trying to figure out whether Like a bad guy sees you first, or you see the bad guy first?
First you do their stealth against their passive insight. If we're not actively searching, it's a passive insight. So, simply put, if they
perception.
our passive perception. If they beat our passive perception, like all of ours, then we don't see them. And they get
But what am I rolling for them though?
You
Their
roll their
stealth.
stealth ability.
Yeah.
So if they don't have stealth ability,
It's 0
then
plus.
you just roll
Oh,
and don't give them any bonuses.
Yeah.
fair enough.
Because it's basically like they're trying to hide, but they're not trained.
Yeah.
So whatever
They're
the
not good at
hell,
hiding.
Fair enough.
and then like it would modify depending on their armor and stuff like that. Like you'd have to give them penalties
If they're
if
trying
they have
not to
like
make any noise and
if they have minuses to
Full
athletics,
Yeah. Okay.
and any one of them that fails stealth that beats like any one of them is lower than whatever. I think Jim has the highest perception
16.
at 16. Any one of them is under 16, they can't surprise us.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you travel down the path towards the monastery, the forest starts to get thicker. The path starts to get less traveled. The closer you get to the monastery, the less people actually bother to go to the monastery. It's usually convoys bringing back and forth the mead. Other than that, people don't really come out here that much. So, it gets a little more dense. But as you walk along the path, eventually you see a figure in robes. Looks like he might be one of the monks who works at the monastery. You don't know. And he's got his hood drawn down low, and he just stands in the middle of the path and puts his hand out for you guys to stop.
hello.
High five!
Shakes off the high five. Puts his hand down. Puts his hood down. And you can see, as soon as he puts his hood down, he's scaly, he's gray, he's dragonborn, quite obviously.
Evil lizards. Okay,
And
how are dragonborn regarded in this world?
Generally, people haven't seen a lot of them for a long time, but generally bad. And he lets out a blood-curdling screech.
That's not friendly.
Roll initiative.
Super not friendly.
That's super not friendly.
– 16.
Okay.
14.
14. Marzia.
12.
Ruckus. Ruckus is 12.
Silly.
12.
10.
And 10. Alright. And then I rolled that. So let me just do some organization here. I don't need these. Don't need that. Okay, from your direction, what way does it make sense to go, like, who goes first? Do you want the first person over here or the first person over here? I guess you guys read right to left.
Yeah.
So the first person goes here. So this would be...
Whichever way is easier for you, and we'll adjust.
Do you want me to check on her?
Yeah, just not gonna change your bums.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
There she is. Hidden underneath.
Marzipan. You're calling Marzipan
In case of
forever.
a tie, PCs win? Or
It
Dex
goes by
wins.
Dex
oh,
bonus.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, give me a sec here. Riswynn, what's your dex?
Dex modifier.
My dex is 16.
Probably you.
Yeah, my dex is pretty high.
One. Great. So yeah.
There we go. And actually, we're going to bring these in here. Okay. All right. So I'll wait till Jim gets back there.
Yeah.
So, tell us about Dragonborn in this world. Why are they so poorly regarded?
Let's make a history
The
check.
few.
Do I have to make a history check?
No, it's actually well enough known that I'm not going to make you roll for it. What little contact has been had with Dragonborn has almost always resulted in conflict of some sort. They are generally don't go around the main settlements, but when they are around, if you see Dragonborn, you're either going to see a fuck ton of them coming to raid your settlement, or somewhere following behind them is a dragon. So
I see.
Generally, not many people live to tell about their encounters with Dragonborn, and they're shrouded in myth, legend, and mystery. Even though they're an actual thing, there's always talk about dark magics involved, and the creatures that they control, and all of this kind of stuff. Because not many people really know a lot, but it's
I don't
always
even know that many songs about Dragonborn, except that one.
there's one. All right, fair enough. So yes, they're what little known about them. They're sort of like. Let me see. What I know about this sort of mythical but bad.
Boogeyman.
Evil leprechauns.
Evil elves.
Well, let's set up the combat.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's definitely a good idea.
Might as well.
So, where are the markers? You have markers?
The little the markers.
Yeah,
Where are the markers?
Zoe had them over there.
Got orange and yellow right now, so we'll probably have to get more eventually.
It's all right.
Shut up, elephant sound.
Let's see.
He's
It's
hearing elephants.
the thing that he stomps too loud and then it goes off all the time. Because Jim stomps like an elephant.
So these.
How much room do
Each
you need?
square is 5 feet. Probably not much more than this, actually.
Each square is 5 feet.
Each square is 5 feet, and I said the path was probably fairly narrow, so I'm going to make it a 10-foot path.
Yep.
All right, we'll come in. Actually, I'm just going to leave it all the way out here. It's not really drawn much. Nope. Yellow.
The purple one is pretty good if we can find the purple one.
I think it's in the drawer. Give me a second.
Yeah. Try the drawer right over there. John, just. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, right there.
That one?
Right on the corner.
Yeah. No, that's
No,
a
that's a
Sharpie.
permanent marker.
Oh yeah, just. they do make. They do make water soluble.
That looks like that, yeah. But no, that's pretty clearly a permanent marker.
Yes. Okay.
We should just use Ali's surface.
Keep looking.
No,
No, she's using it.
I'm using it so I
She
can
has to
actually
draw the
put-
dance.
It's already done. It's up for tomorrow.
Road, and this continues in both directions. So we're not. I'm not going to put a curve in or
Try
anything.
the other one again.
Oh god, the other one seemed okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we can see that.
Yeah, we can more or less make that out.
Okay. So, I'm gonna get. Jim, could you grab Drax's little miniature?
Never.
Never. Which one?
No.
Because I figure for a random Dragonborn guy standing in the middle of the path, that looks as good as any.
You have marks, right, Nick? You don't see these if you want to.
I only have the one mark though, so it won't be complicated.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I have one ability that marks, and it will only mark one target.
All right. You guys go ahead and
Make
place
like
where
two
your
people
minis
at a
are. You high-fived him, so I would assume that you're probably right in front of him if you did so.
Where did
I'm
my
holding
guy
on
go?
to the donkey.
Okay.
I'm holding my ass. Don't worry.
Watch your ass, Ruckus.
Damn right.
My guy got over there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Kopesh.
there you go, with the Kopesh. Alright, and then you guys...
A nice line on the path.
Well, yeah, we were on the path, kind
Yep.
of.
Yeah, alright. So...
Too long, now your candy's gone. That's what happened.
Okay. So, this guy has let out this screech. You still don't know exactly what that means or what that does.
As far as I'm
But-
concerned, it means we're about to fight.
Crazy dragon speak.
But he pulls out this gnarly-looking staff with 3 claws attached to the end of it that are razor sharp. And he looks like he's about to take a swing at Clank. So...
Who does he think he is? Get him!
So Clank is actually the first up. He's able to act against this guy first if he...
The first thing I want to do is take a look around and see if there's anything else. You know, like, there's just this dragonborn in the woods. So I'm going to take a quick look around to see if I can see anything.
Who dared to think it can take you?
Yes.
Quick sec. Alright. Well, since you're taking time to do it, roll your perception.
That would be, you're using a minor action to do perception.
Yeah.
Just for mathematics or mechanics.
Just for mechanics' sake.
19.
Oh, alright.
Pretty boss.
So, what you do manage to see...
Our carrots.
Hey, carrots. And dip.
And dip.
Yes.
There's dip. You can put it in one window.
So So you look around, and at first the main thing that you notice is that you hear skittering, and you see bushes sort of going back and forth on either side. You take another few seconds, and you look down, and you can actually see some little, about size of dog, reptilian sort of faces skittering towards the party.
Okay.
Better not be cold.
And you've seen them.
Kobo.
Kobo.
I almost dropped that in the water.
It's good. Got it.
You drown in gold. So they're in between 4 squares?
Sorry. For whatever reason,
Playing Go.
yeah. Well, it's the little.
Yeah.
The giant kobold attacks.
Oh no.
Are they kobolds?
No.
Do I recognize them?
If you want to,
That's a nature roll.
hold on.
Could be.
Yes, they are natural, so it would be a nature roll. And yeah, I'll just let you do that because you're already trying to see them.
15.
Okay, you know that they're drinks.
Okay.
He's in fact the only one who has seen them at this point.
He's the only person who's seen them, and he also knows what they are.
Okay. So, the first thing I'm going to do is mark him with my power.
Okay. Do you have a little mark doodle?
I do.
Yeah. All right, so just put it on underneath him.
Actually, I'm going to mark the Drake back here. No, you know what? It's better to mark him. I will mark him with my power.
And what is your mark? Oh, thank you. Actually, I've got some at the moment, but good. What does your mark do?
If he makes an attack that does not include me as a target, he first of all takes a -2.
Okay.
And if he does hit, I can do an immediate interrupt to teleport beside him and hit him.
Oh, very cool.
So, I mark him as my target, and I'm going to hit him with my luring strike. Luring strike? No, sorry, I'm going to hit him with my green flame blade.
Green flame blade. That sounds cool.
So, whoosh!
All right, roll it up. And what is it attack against?
It is versus AC. Intelligence versus AC.
3.
That is probably a
That is likely a miss. That's 10 versus AC.
Yeah, that's a miss. All right, let me just see. See if you have anything that triggers on miss. Nope. Okay, so that's good. So you still have, you've used your minor, your main, you still have a move left if you choose to.
No, I don't think I'm good there.
Okay. All right, next up,
Between me and him, me and the
Marzia.
party is...
Yep.
Go,
Are you going
Marzia.
to take a free action to alert anybody of
Yes, I yell out.
drinks?
We're surrounded by drakes!
Fair enough.
That is not good.
All right. So you all, I'm going to say that you all take a free second to look around and see the drinks
Try and
closest
spot
to you.
those things.
All right, Marzia, you're up.
And marzipan. I will viciously mock that dragonborn.
Viciously mock. Is that the name of your power?
Vicious mockery.
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Colin Vicious Mockery is up.
Yes, I sing a very insulting ditty about his mother.
Well, I don't know how insulting that was.
It's 13 versus Will.
He laughs it off. He goes, says something in Draconic. Did any of you speak Draconic?
Nope.
About his mother
I
being a
believe
saint.
not.
No.
Sadly, my high intelligence
This
does not give
Dragonborn
me
was a
extra
saint.
language.
Yeah, exactly.
Extra languages.
Okay, so he says he says a reply in Draconic, but you can tell that he's just laughing it off and he doesn't care.
What a jerk.
It's not nice.
That's your main. Do you have any minors or moves that you'd like to do before? Now you're which one in the middle there? Are you the really short one? No. Okay.
No.
Dwarf.
Oh, okay.
I'm the elf.
Dwarf. Okay.
Ah, no, Carrot, why? Why, Carrot, why?
Next up, Ruckus.
Ruckus?
So you look.
Drakes, huh?
You look forward. You see the dragonborn and. Oh,
Minor action. Turn to the donkey. Stay!
The donkey just shit itself.
That would be a 22 on nature to make him obey my command.
he not only stays, he lies down.
Good. 1,
Sits.
2. I have to go directly towards as I'm charging. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He gets one. That's 6. He gets one attack of opportunity this Drake.
Okay. I'm going to say that more than 2 squares out, you're going to start getting deep enough that you'll have movement issues. So
can't
you're
charge
fine
them.
now.
Yeah, I can
No,
charge 10.
more than 2 squares out. So
Oh.
in these 2 squares, he's fine. But if you were to go 1 square further,
I thought you
you'd start
couldn't
having
charge
issues.
through difficult terrain.
You can charge the difficult terrain. You just reduce your movement
Okay.
by half.
Accordingly, yeah.
So you're charging going.
I'll just.
It makes the going tough.
And if you want, you can roll an athletics check or an athletics or acrobatics check to negate movement penalties through
Sounds good.
There we go.
difficult terrain.
Okay.
All right, so I've reached
So
this
a
little
Drake
lizard.
gets an attack of opportunity
Yep.
on you.
Yes.
It can attack
As
if it
you walk
wishes.
by,
All right.
Oh, I'm not walking.
run by.
It is going to bite or attempt to bite you. We shall see.
AC 16.
You get bitten
Meh.
Bite it.
for 5 damage.
Meh.
He'll get his.
So the Drake, I should say it. The Drake opens its maw and just clamps down on an unprotected part of your leg, and you can feel the teeth go in, but you shake your leg and it falls off. But you've got a bit of blood coming out, but nothing you
Wait,
haven't
my
seen
leg
before.
falls off?
No.
I know. I'm injured.
Hey, if 5 damage makes the orc's leg fall off, this is going to be a short campaign.
So I get +1 to the attack, or is it +2 to the attack? It's +1 to the attack for charging? Yeah, charging is +1 to the attack.
I thought charging was supposed to.
In old D&D, I don't know if it's still like that because they changed it because you don't get your negative to AC anymore.
Oh, okay. I guess that's
It should be on your sheets, on your screen somewhere, charging. Either I'm just going to
No,
roll.
charge attack modifier +1. You're right.
Okay, so +1, so that's +7. That is a 9 versus AC.
I was a 2!
A 9 versus AC of the Drake.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. But I'm there.
So you take a swing at the Drake with one of your crag hammers. It deftly dodges to the side and misses. You miss.
Yep.
All right. Next up, Riswynn.
Remember your mark.
Yep. Just reread that ability quickly. No, I can oath anything on the battlefield, right? That's how it works? That's close burst 10.
Everything's within 10.
Yeah, burst 10 is everything.
Burst
By
10
a
fucking
lot.
huge.
Yeah.
First 10 is very big.
But that's only on your oath target. You have to have an oath target first.
Well, because I'm thinking of oathing him, that way when Nick hits him, this triggers.
Yeah, that's it. If he misses, actually. That's when you use it.
Is it technically a mark?
No.
No, it just says an ally within 10 squares of you makes an attack against your oath of enemy target. It doesn't say anything about missing, it just makes
Yeah,
the
but
attack.
you wouldn't make him roll again if he hits.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
Fuck
yeah.
you, Nick. Try again.
Your 20 means nothing!
Use either result.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's pretty good.
But yeah, usually marking the big thing is your best
Yeah,
plan.
I'll oath the big guy.
So what does that do?
It's my version of a mark, pretty
But
much.
it doesn't supersede any marks.
Yeah.
Jim, do you have a little?
pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'll get one.
Yeah,
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah. And I'm going to use my Radiant Vengeance against this little dude over here.
So vengeance.
Radiant Vengeance. All right.
So full of vengeance. I have 2 hits in my backstory.
Lovely.
Yes.
All right. To help keep them straight, we're gonna go in front of Ali 1, 2, 3, and in front of Jen 4, 5, 6.
Can you tell the
I'm aiming for 1.
You're aiming
Yeah,
for
mine's the brown one, his is
Okay.
the orange one.
Plus,
Plus 4.
that is a 13.
That's-
Versus?
13 versus
Versus reflex.
what? Nope.
Damn.
So, what is that power? What does it do?
It just blasts light.
It's
at
my range ability, yeah, just blast light from my holy symbol.
Blast light for your holy symbol. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your holy symbol anyway? What do
them.
you use?
It is literally a stein.
Yes.
Nice.
My father's
Moradin.
Stein.
Okay. All right. So you
Hold up your
hold
mouth.
you hold up your
My mug.
stein.
Yeah. Awesome mug.
My awesome mug.
You
My holy radiant mug.
Your holy radiant mug of cheers. You hold that up. A light shines forth from it and bounces off the tree just in front of the Drake and just goes wild out into the distance.
Ah, my eye!
So shiny.
Happy hour's a little early today. Got to focus a little more.
All right. So up next, the Dragonborn gets his chance. So he is going to take a swing at Clank with his razor claw staff.
Kick his face in, Clank. Believe in your power.
Kick him good.
20 AC.
Thank you. All right. So he grabs his gnarled staff, winds right up, lets out another screech like the one that he made to call the drakes, and just plants all 3 claws right in your side.
Ow, my side.
And right between where 2 of your sort of metal end plates fit together, and just sort of dig right in and make a bit of a hole
That's not
in
fun.
your side.
That's not fun at all.
Not cool.
For I need to roll a die for that. Which one's the D8? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, geez, that's a bigger hole than I thought. He's actually going to rip part of your side plating right off.
My plating.
And a couple of gears and stuff for the auxiliary muscles that you don't use a lot for combat. They kind of fall out. You are going to take 12 damage.
12 damage.
Oh, yes.
That's quite painful.
Don't worry, I can tell you how awesome you are.
Save the Clank.
Luckily, I'm awesome.
All right. Now it's time
Save
for
the Clank with your epic songs.
I will.
all of the various different drakes are going to have their...
Bring it.
So many drakes.
Jabronis.
The more you bite me, the more you give me reason to go into rage.
They have a shit ton of movement. All
Yeah,
right.
and they
That's
fly.
nice.
No, they don't fly.
Oh.
They,
Oh,
they,
they're the
they
land-
skitter,
Oh,
they
the
skitter along the
raptors,
ground.
okay.
Yeah. Basically, picture those those little things that spat the spines at you in Diablo 2 and 3. 1, 2,
That's
3,
1, 2 for that first move, eh?
4.
They were in the...
Oh, right,
they're in the
sorry,
second
yes,
So
one.
they're in the brush.
So that's 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Which is still 5 for
Correct.
them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump over that. Go 5. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. That one's going to stay there. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Still keeping track of where they are. They're still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes,
Okay.
we didn't hit a single one.
Not yet.
No, I mean in terms of their placement and whatnot.
Yeah,
just so that I
they're
can-
still pretty much in the same arrangement.
Okay, so the first one at the very back there by, is that Ruckus taking up the rear there?
Nope, that is
me.
That's
Ruckus does not have boobs or a guitar. I'm just pointing that out.
my eyes are not that good.
Okay.
I need glasses, my eyes are not that good.
Ruckus is the sexiest orc ever.
John, look at... I don't
Look at his licked frame.
I don't
it's
know if you
beautiful.
can tell the height differences, but you have second tallest, that is the mechanic. The tallest is the orc, the shortest is the dwarf, and the...
Oh, they actually all
The
do
super
match
skinny
up.
one.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's not like the other one where we had miniatures from a bunch of different sets, and so half the characters were 60 feet tall. It's like, wait a second, why is this guy so gigantic?
Okay, so it's gonna be number 1 there against Marzia. All right, so that one mirrors the same thing that that happened to Ruckus.
Nips you.
He opens his mouth, twists his mouth to the side, just clamps on your leg,
I'm not cool with that.
and draws some blood, and then let's go for another strike.
Here's a bag
You
of
are
dicks.
going to take 5 damage.
Ow.
Okay, the second one, which is right behind Clank, is going to try and take a bite at a Clank. Just make sure I'm on the
Use your
page with
sword.
everybody's.
Use your sword as a sword.
Tender as some drapes.
Yep.
It really was.
So,
Got the freaking candy song stuck in my head now because it got
so this one kind of leaps up off the ground and just grabs onto your elbow and pulls your arm back, and also sinks in, doing
My
a bit
elbow.
of damage.
It's
Yeah,
getting
so you get some 5 damage to your arm, and after a few seconds, it drops back off again.
They're like mousers.
My toe! My toe!
The third one is actually going to sit there for a moment. The fourth one is
Think
going
about
to attack Clank again. So it tries to mimic what the other one did and leaps up, but you're moving the other arm, so it just whoosh, right by. Absolutely nothing. Another one. Okay, so the one over by Ruckus attempts to make a Ruckus sandwich out of his leg. And succeeds. Another 5 damage and another, matching set of 8 teeth marks on either side.
Gotta be symmetrical.
That's right. On the other leg. And then the last one, going after Riswynn.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
So it's going to just bite you right in the side and do the exact same thing that happened to the other guys for 5 damage.
5? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys, when they hit, they do 5. When they don't, they don't. All right. So up again, Clank.
All right.
You have 2 minions and this Dragonborn around you.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking just to see what provokes an attack of opportunity or not. Ranged and area powers provoke. Okay.
Yeah.
So my
And using standard actions for like heal and shit.
Yeah. Don't worry about healing. I got
I
you
love the
covered.
fact that the crag hammers have a stake on them.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So my
And
flame cyclone, which is
My action wings. Yep.
Yep.
which is my flame cyclone, which is blast 3,
Effect, yeah.
does provoke an attack of opportunity, right?
20,
Yes,
5 damage.
because it is a blast and not a burst.
So I will take a 5-foot step, let's say this way,
Okay.
Okay.
and then I can do a blast starting from here, right, and hit
Yeah.
all 3 of them.
If you're originating here,
No, he's originating in
Here?
his square. No, where he is now.
it's a blast.
It's a blast,
Oh,
so we
I
can
see.
make it 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3 and hit
Yeah.
these 3.
Yeah.
There's no way to hit all of them, but it
No.
goes from where I started.
No.
No.
So I will blast
But
to
that is
to
the
hit
best option.
those guys there.
Fair enough.
I will do my flame cyclone.
This is not will or daily. Or
This is an encounter power. So it is intelligence versus reflex. 18 versus reflex
Against the Dragonborn?
against everyone in the circle.
Oh, okay. Oh, you don't roll that individually?
You roll the hit once, you roll the damage separately.
Individually.
Yeah.
Ah!
If it matches all of their AC, it hits all of them. If it is below all of them, it misses all of them. If it
Yeah.
hits one, it hits him and goes below all of them.
Yeah, but I doubt any of them have over 18
Grab-
reflex.
Oh, reflex. No one's getting out of the way of that. All right.
You
And-
can't, unlike in the movies, you cannot, in fact, outrun a fireball.
So it was
But you can
flame
walk away
cyclone?
briskly,
Flame
right?
cyclone, yes.
Okay.
Arcane power swirls around your blade and outward towards your enemies, engulfing them in an inferno.
Awesome.
Just go.
All right. So you
Gotta really work with the dragon. Reroll.
you hold out your Kopesh and speak some arcane
Mumbo jumbo.
mumbo jumbo that nobody really knows exactly what you're saying, but they definitely know the effect. When the ground starts, you know, at first on the ground, you see a swirling effect. You know, leaves and small things are swirling around, and then it gets bigger. It engulfs that entire group there, and then just whoosh. Giant ball of flame just shoots up from the ground and covers absolutely every single one of them. For a few moments there, as it burns at them, they're not having a good day. We'll say, they're flailing around and whatnot. So, all right. So rolling damage. Start with the.
I'll start with the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
2.
So 8 versus the Dragonborn.
You inconvenienced him. Hopefully he's not
He's
a red
like-
dragon, because that will do nothing. Pretty much.
I'm just trying to do. God damn, I can't math tonight.
Mathing is hard.
Okay, and the
The little
flames turn these
I assume those
to
minion drakes
cinders.
explode.
To cinders.
Two shreds, you say.
That's his wife. Two shreds, you say.
Yes, as the flame licks up around them, they shrivel and just burst into flame and then ash.
Does it smell delicious?
Not particularly.
Oh.
I mean, kind of like chicken, but not really.
Okay. So
But-
like
and
gross
not-
Eaten them
chicken.
before.
Gross chicken, yeah.
Oh,
like chicken that's been sitting in a swamp for too long.
Ew.
Yeah, not too great.
Use the right spice, won't smell so bad.
Well, you can try.
Okay.
Yes.
Marzia, you're up.
oh.
Oh, sorry. Do you have minor actions or moves you want to do?
Well, I've already moved.
All right, yeah, you did your 5 foot step.
Second wind is a standard.
Yeah.
But I will use. I think I've got an encounter minor power that I can use. Here, where is it? Warforged Resolve. You gain a number of temporary hit points equal to 3 plus 1 half your level, so 3. And I can make a saving throw against ongoing damage, which I'm not doing. But basically, I just gain 3 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Useful.
Okay, so. And it's a minor action. And I'm not changing my target.
That's 3 and 4 that bit the dust.
Yes.
Marzipan.
Marzia, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna play a power chord and tell Nick how awesome he is.
I am fairly awesome.
Your wounds are totally not as bad as you think they are. by the way.
Excellent.
Those are just auxiliary gears. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't need those. You could totally still fight on and be awesome.
Head's like hanging to the
Yeah.
side.
The target can spend a healing surge and regain an additional hit point equal to my charisma modifier, which is +4. And
So-
I can slide you.
Healing surge +4.
So I heal myself +4.
Healing surge +4.
So my healing surge value is 7.
Do you want to go back close to that guy?
You get to choose where to slide him.
I do.
Yeah, I don't think I get to choose.
What?
I get 2 lunches.
What?
I mean 2 going out to lunches this week.
I'm going to eat 2 lunches.
Yeah, lunches.
Don't keep bringing across the fact that I don't feed you there, hon. That's not a...
No, I'm
Alright.
not seeing Dad tomorrow.
So that
and
was
we're
my
going out to
minor.
lunch on Friday.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to play a power chord that is discordant. A staggering note, if you will.
That's the most rockin' loot ever.
It's so
Because
right.
it's electric.
Yeah, I play my chord and I point it at the Dragonborn.
Use the power of your jazz hands.
Yeah, 20 versus will.
20 versus Will. I don't think he's gonna. No, he can't take that.
Excellent.
Okay, so you take your big hunk of a loot that you carved out of a tree branch of a holy elven tree.
Yeah.
You aim the neck of it towards the Dragonborn and play a chord that just rattles everybody's ears, but everybody else can sort of shake it off with that.
You're fine.
My ears are okay.
Her chord is so discordant that it is making your innards resonate at an uncomfortable frequency.
He recoils clumsily. By which I mean he takes 4 thunder damage.
4
And
thunder damage.
I get to push him.
Push or slide?
Push.
Okay, then
So he
And-
goes this way. How
Yes. It says up to 3, but just 1 will do.
Take his
And
little markers
as
with
free action, an ally of my choice can make a melee basic attack.
much? I'm a choice ally.
You are a choice ally. Please make a melee
Nice.
basic attack against the target. Before, after, or during this forced movement.
looks like a 13.
13!
13 blows.
Your melee basic, which would
Yeah.
Which would be your weapon.
My
Which would
melee
be
basic is
awesome.
pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Hold on. You're adding 13 to his...
No,
No.
I rolled a 13,
Oh, okay.
but my melee
Yeah.
basic attack, so that's a 20 versus AC.
Yep.
And that was with... You're attacking him with...
Melee basic.
Oh, okay.
The
you-
sword.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright, so you
My Kopesh.
grab your Kopesh, you flip it around to the hooking side, and you get in there and you try to hook away his staff while also coming back to slash
Gouging
across
him
him,
a
to
bit.
slash across him. Unfortunately, as you try to hook his staff, he lifts his staff out of the way, and you just narrow miss. You leave a little bit of a mark against his tunic, but that's it.
Oh,
Yeah, dude's got a high AC.
no kidding.
All right.
Totally worth a shot.
So
Absolutely.
you've used a minor standard. Do you want to move?
Kind of have something beside you there. Wasn't that a range attack that you just used?
Yes.
That
That
means
was
that's
opportunity
attack
from
Let's go on
6.
the
to-
Drake next to me.
Yeah,
She
no,
can't.
1.
Yeah, she could technically shift it a little bit.
Yeah, you can just step before
Yeah.
you do all that crap, but
I could, technically.
Well,
I just do.
okay, so
put it on
you did. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. All right, so you did that. Up next, Ruckus.
I said die.
I
Howl
don't
of Fury.
like your face.
You look tasty.
What is it?
Howl of Fury.
Howl of... Oh,
Nope. That's a 9 again.
He's not furious enough yet.
another 9. As furious as you are, you lift both crag hammers in the air, and you're... "Ah!" And then you're just like...
Sage. Sage would be good on these
Yeah,
things.
you sort of look to the side, and you actually get distracted. Over by a bush, you see a small bush about this high that has some interesting looking little flowers and fruits that you might be able to actually make into a crap. Gotta kill this guy.
Shit.
So that's a miss. Now that was your main. Do you have any minors or anything? Any
Nope.
moves you want to do? No.
Nope.
Okay.
I did a movement. I shifted 5, but that's pretty much it. I do not play Freebird.
No.
Just realized
Next.
the entire time I've been yelling into this mic is probably going to be like levels off the scale.
It's fine.
All right.
So Riswynn, you
This
got
guy's beside me now.
yes.
That was very kind of him. I'm going to use Bond of Pursuit.
Bonded pursuit.
Bond of.
Bond of pursuit. Okay.
Yes.
What does it say? What's its description?
You attack your... with your attack, you utter a promise to follow your enemy if he tries to escape.
Okay.
And
so-
I can do that.
You ain't getting away from me.
Right. 18 plus 6 versus AC.
It's a medium.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
I
That
think he
is
got splurged.
Definitely. Okay. So, and that was along with your attack. What is the main attack component of that? Or is it just
That's
your,
her giant axe.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
my executioner's axe. Daddy's Papa's axe.
You lift Papa's axe above your head. You go. You can't get away from me, and you bring it down and you cleave it in twain. One part just goes full iron about 10 feet off to the side, and the other part just limply falls off. Your axe is covered in drake blood, and you are having a good time.
Woohoo! Good
You can
times.
move now if you wish.
I guess that's true. I can move up to 4. Hello.
If you move that far, he gets an attack opportunity.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
we
yeah.
just want to be in his
Yes.
range.
Okay. So, Chaplain goes again. Still faced with this annoying automaton, he reels up.
Hiccup cannon.
That'll work.
Sonic attack.
So he takes his clawed
Lightning
staff,
bolt, lightning bolt.
raises it above his head, and opens his maw and just breathes. Was it fire? Yeah, breathes fire out towards you.
Okay.
Deadly Wings of Light is.
So if he's doing an
fucking
AoE
D12.
attack, I do get an attack of opportunity again.
3d12 plus 4 is the daily.
Oh, okay. So
If he's doing
now, can he has the same rules as everybody else. He can do a 5-foot step kind
Yeah.
of thing?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. 5-foot step just diagonal away from you. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
No, move closer.
And then with attack.
Come back, good sir.
I want to hit you in the face.
I want to ask you a question with my axe.
Very politely.
Very politely. You might lose half your face, but it'll be polite.
Clank. Yeah,
Not like
just
you have a good
barely.
half anyways.
Okay.
Dun, dun.
So, as the attack comes, you're thinking, fire! I don't fear fire. The fire hits you in a giant wave, and then you realize, oh yeah, there's lubricant in there, and your insides kind of start to seize up.
You're
And you have a bit of you're sort of seizing up on the
You remember
inside.
now why you fear fire.
You remember now.
Oh, that's what fleshies feel, right? Fear, right? Woo! I
You're
feel
like, oh, I wish I wasn't made of gas.
It takes a lot of fire
I
for
wish I
him
was
to
a
fear it.
flammable.
But- Okay, you take 8 fire damage.
And
so
you
that's
petroleum.
What's your HP at?
Let's see.
Are you bloodied?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm at 13.
Alright, I'm getting there. I'm closing in. I'm coming to help you, good buddy.
Then,
I only have
next
so many
up, we
majestic
have
words
the
for him.
Drakes.
You got one that can move on a Mars, one that's next to Riz, and one of them that's next to Ruckus.
Okay, the one that's next to Mars moves over towards Mars.
I'm right.
What is it? A sheep?
It's a sheep.
Where's she?
Slaughter.
Oh god.
Okay, it is going to attempt to bite.
Pet my woolly ass.
Well then. That was different.
That was from college. Don't ask.
College stories we weren't there for.
Yeah.
Alright, so he attempts to viciously maul my
biting
person.
at your
Yes,
face.
he is attempting to bite you. I'm just checking to see if he manages.
He's being a dick! Get him!
Being a
Nope.
dick.
So, as that Drake, closes the gap between you and him, he opens his mouth to very wide to try and clamp down on your leg, and he's not looking where he's going, and somehow manages to trip over like a little pothole and sort of stumble to the side. He gets it gets its footing back, but basically, it has failed to actually attack you, and will have to sort of regain its balance for the next turn. We're going for the one next to Riswynn next. What are you wearing for armor?
Cloth.
Ah, okay. This one, the Drake jumps up and just sinks its teeth into your hip.
My hip!
Yes, you need that hip.
You need those to earn a living.
That's my barn hip!
Your barren hip. Your barren hip has teeth marks in it for 5 damage.
How dare it.
Okay, we've got over by Ruckus is next.
Bring it.
Jabroni.
Actually, that might be a close one. Not even close. It thought your leg was so tasty, it's going in for another bite.
Okay.
5 more damage. Alright, and because it's round 2, we add another little marker up here.
No. Ooh.
Sweet, we all get some booze.
Yeah. Which marker did you have?
Booze.
Oh, the shots.
Yes, shots, because they're going to be taking shots at you guys.
Oh, hello.
Looks like I'm
Okay,
using my daily.
so these guys are up on tree branches, but low tree branches. We're talking about yay high, 5
Okay.
feet-ish.
Not like 80 feet high.
Not 80. They're not 80 feet up in the trees, but they are 5 to 6 feet. You can still hit them from the ground with a melee attack, no problem. If you get right up close to them.
I don't need to hit them. Just need to hit the tree.
If you want to try that, I'll let you. Okay, so they are going to go. We're going to say that first one over there by Ali's glass.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sorry, say that again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
I go in a,
Yeah,
I go
my
in a
mistake.
counterclockwise circle. I just want to see what their distance is for their attack, 'cause they are archers.
They're not that far from us.
We're not even close to their maximum range.
No.
That would be very.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. They
Unless they're
can,
throwing daggers or something.
yeah, no.
We're flinging
Stop that!
rocks.
Stop it!
So,
Stupid doppelgangers.
so number one back there is
Yeah.
actually going to take a shot at
Everyone.
individual people.
At least not the archers from the hunter or the hunter ranger from the books. Oh, you're all grouped together.
Okay, who has
style?
No,
Guys,
happy
brutal.
times.
who has killed minions here so far?
Only him
Only
and
Yes.
Riz.
Only
Yeah.
Clank.
and Riswynn.
Riswynn.
Oh, and Riswynn. Okay.
Yeah, I killed
All
him
right,
too.
so that one's going to take aim at Riswynn.
How dare he?
where is
I did nothing wrong.
The trap.
Yeah, so he's going to shoot at you with his short bow. Why am I rolling so well?
Why are we rolling so poorly?
I don't know.
It's because you're the DM.
The tables have turned, or literally the table has turned. All right.
Everything is weird.
I don't like the story.
Okay, so Riswynn, as you're, squaring off against that Drake in front of you, you hear, and you're like, huh? And as you turn towards it, an arrow embeds itself in your shoulder.
No, my shoulder.
Your
It's
shoulder.
your axe and shoulder.
My axe and shoulder.
You don't lose
And
much
my ale
mobility.
slinging shoulder.
You don't lose much mobility, but you do take 5 damage to the shoulder.
Oh, frig. These guys hurt.
Please point out whenever you are severely wounded.
I am now bloodied.
Okay.
Okay, so the second one down here
He's gone.
is also going to take aim at Riswynn.
That's what happened.
And his arrow is just going to right by your head. The third one over here is going to take aim at Clank. And you see an arrow plant itself right between your legs, right at your feet.
My robot balls. Danger.
And then the fourth one is going to aim for Ruckus because he looks big and scary.
Pretty intimidating.
Ruckus, you get an arrow in the side
Okay.
for 3 damage.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait, 5.
Okay. I'm bloody.
Everybody's bloodied but me, and I'm close to bloodied.
Quit getting
Alright.
bit by drakes.
I know. I
Okay,
take care of
so
that.
Clank, you're up.
I am going to take a 5-foot step in towards this fellow
Okay.
and use my Dance of the Sword ability.
Dance of the Sword. Sounds good. Dance away. You can dance if you want to, but don't leave your friends behind.
17 versus will.
Yeah. So you grab your Kopesh and you hop to one foot, you hop to the other, and the Dragonborn's sort of watching your feet going, what is he doing? You spin around and then slash him with the Kopesh right across his front. And he's taken so much aback. The last thing he did was have his staff above his head for that breath attack. You just gouge right across the middle. His robe cuts open in 2 and just blood starts pouring out a little bit of his front there.
7.
4 plus.
12 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of blood is pouring out the front here. That was grand total of 12, you said?
Yes. And also, he can no longer make opportunity attacks or shift and save ends. So he gets to roll
At the beginning of his
at
turn.
the beginning of his turn or at the end of his
Sorry, end of his turn.
And
Yeah,
it's
end of his turn.
turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was
So
an
you
ability
can't-
that our
You
Warden
can't do
had.
opportunity attacks or what?
Or shift.
Or shift. Ooh, interesting.
And I'm going to mark.
He is not yet bloodied, but he's damn close.
I'm going to mark the target. Which one am I going to mark? This one over here with my. Which one of these is mine?
The
This one?
orange.
Yeah, the orange is
Yeah, I don't know what Ali's thing does, but it apparently is on that guy.
Ali, I'm assuming you're going to let me know if your thing is...
I will let you know if I move it, yeah.
Or
What-
no, or
what it
even
does?
what, like, if it
Doing
procs
stuff
for its thing.
What does it do? I don't even know what it does.
for learning.
When you make a melee attack against the target and the target is the only enemy adjacent to me, I can make 2 attack rolls and use either result. I also have abilities that proc that if Nick misses, I can be like, oh, this procs Nick, roll again.
I need.
Okay, Nick, have you missed any against
No.
him?
No,
Not
he
yet.
hasn't.
Not since you put
He's been
someone-
kicking ass against him, so
All right.
I'm like,
Carmine
damn.
I
is
just want to
shit.
make sure.
It's
I
the model.
will
It is,
ready
it's the
for
freaking
model.
model.
That model.
That model.
It's the mummy hand.
Everyone
Gives you
else,
luck.
everyone else rolls like crap except for fucking mummy hand.
Oh, actually, my Aegis is the mark is burst 2, so I actually can't put it on that guy.
So it has to stay on.
You
So
have to, you
does
have
it
to be near
have to
them.
stay...
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has
I'll
to
just
be
leave it.
within
I'll leave it
2
on this
squares.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's burst 2.
That's too bad. But I guess that makes sense.
It
'Cause you
happens.
can't be like, hey, guy over there at the
Hey,
back,
guys,
if you
I'm
don't
fine."
attack me, you know.
I'll totally teleport over there. I'll do it.
Swear, man, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, man.
All right, Marzia, up next.
Speaking of teleporting.
Bamf.
Bamf.
1, 2, 3. He's good.
She's bamfing.
I'm bammed.
Eldrin.
Yeah.
Face step.
Such an awesome ability.
It is. Alright.
You make him
Let's
chase
see.
you.
Yes.
Or kill him.
Or kill him. Whichever. I'm gonna use Stirring Shout on the Dragonborn,
Okay.
which is my daily.
Ooh.
Yep.
And
That's not great. That probably does not hit his will.
No.
What is it?
Effect, though.
What is it? Add it all up.
But by adding out, you mean 10.
It's not up by much. He doesn't have a lot of will, but no,
Yeah,
that
but they're
doesn't.
still in effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Until
what's
the
miss
end
effect?
of the encounter, whenever an ally hits the target, that ally regains hit points equal to 4, which is my charisma modifier.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Where was that last turn?
So what's
Working on
the?
it.
Well, what is that? How does that effect get described? What's it called and how does it...
My shout of wrath stabs into my foe's mind. Each time my allies hit that foe, they draw strength from its weakness.
Nice. So you...
So the stabbing part doesn't happen.
Right. But you yell out at the Dragonborn, and...
First one down and gets a free beer on me.
Pretty much. That'll do it.
He doesn't understand the words, but he definitely understands the intent behind them.
And beer.
Right.
So that was...
And between Riss and Ruckus, who's got the lowest hit points?
I'm at 11.
I'm at 13.
Ruckus.
The tank's at 13.
The tank's at 13.
Don't worry about me.
Okay. Do you want another majestic word?
Sure, I like majestic words.
I'll tell you how awesome you are. And you regain healing surge plus 4.
So that's surge value of 3, take me to 24.
Nice.
Excellent.
And if you hit him, you go even higher.
Yeah. So that's a move, a minor, standard,
Yeah, you're all set. You're all done.
action point.
Oh, okay. Action point.
To make a melee basic attack against something, or a ranged basic
Ranged.
attack?
Ranged
Why
attack.
don't you use your note or whatever?
That's the this is man.
Ah.
What's the what?
Is there anything I can push? Not really well positioned to push anything.
No.
No. I'm gonna viciously mock that dude because I ran away from him.
Not that viciously.
Not that viciously. 11 versus Will.
Stop being for the mothers.
Against the Drake.
Yeah.
Strangely, the Drake has a slightly higher will than that. So you turn around and you go, "You're the worst Drake ever!" And the Drake just has no idea what you said.
And
I'm too witty for him.
I'll bit you, bitch.
Too witty for him.
All right, Ruckus.
I'm gonna try that howl again. That's a little bit better. 14 versus AC. On
14
the
versus
Drake.
AC on the Drake. No. So this time, you get the howl off, and you get the hammers down, and the Drake just goes between your legs, comes around behind you.
These are
Alright.
sneaky bastards.
I'm normally terrible. So anyhow, next.
Yeah. Okay. Riswynn.
All right.
Power of Grayskull.
Getting hurt. I don't like it.
It's not
I
cool.
don't like it at all. I'm gonna pursue this Drake because he's beside me, and I want him dead because I don't want to be bit again.
So that's which power you're using?
My bonder pursuit.
Bonded Pursuit. Okay.
That's
14 plus 6, so 20.
Yes. Okay. So just like the other one, you go, "You can't get away from me either!" And you cleave it in two. Whatever that is, that's effective.
At the end of my turn, I just shift.
Okay.
4. And I'm moving up to this guy to help out Clank.
You're now next to your target.
Remember, if you hit him,
I am now next to my target.
Okay. What does that mean?
Means that when she rolls against him, she rolls twice and uses whatever result she wants to hit
Yeah.
him. So she's like, "Oh, that's an 18. Oh, that's a 20."
Yeah.
Nice.
Like butter.
Fair enough.
I'm going to avenge
All right,
so much vengeance.
The Dragonborn Chaplain is actually what he is.
God damn it, Jim.
He is going to. Let's see.
Dancer, he wants to.
He
You can
really
use the spins
doesn't
behind.
like that Kopesh and what it did to his robes and his chest. So he's going to take another slash with his razor claw staff at you. That's not terribly good. Sorry, I forgot your...
20.
Okay, so he goes to take a huge swing with the razor claw staff, and you just step back, and he goes right past. Like you're not even phased by it. You're just like, really? That's all you can do? No? Okay, all right,
That's all you
fine.
got.
Finally, you missed me.
Look, I'll use your power to let him roll again. Wait.
All right, so the Drake that was back at the very, very back there, it's going to approach directly forward, and stop there.
Yep.
And it's going to attempt to take a bite.
I figured.
Om nom. No, no, no.
You ever seen a hamburger that can take a bite out of you? Ow, this damn burger bit me.
So as you're, because the last thing you did was against the Dragonborn, right?
Yeah.
So you leaned forward to do it. It goes to take a chomp at your foot, and only gets your boot.
My boots!
You're missing your boot.
They're so stylish.
I need my boots.
You can reclaim your boot later. All right, the other one is going to attempt to take a bite at Ruckus. and it is going to, as it goes to take its bite at Ruckus, it goes wide and gets caught on a branch. Pull back.
Finally, the bad luck's the other way.
Yep,
Tables
all
have
right.
turned.
Archer 1 at the back, way back there.
Archer Bowman.
Archer 1. Oh, Archer 1.
Still in range of everyone.
I was
Yep.
like, what?
They have,
No.
they have-
Bowman.
they have a range of 15/30,
Yeah.
so they're going to be within range almost no matter what. All right, it's going to take a swing or take a shot at. Going to take a shot at Riswynn.
Pop shots. It's okay. You can just hit the Dragonborn and heal.
There we go, Archer Cultist. So, you feel a sharp pain as an arrow plants itself in your backside.
My backside!
Okay, the
5
one
damage,
closest to the commotion over here is. Oh, sorry, yes, that one.
5
Yes.
damage. They all do 5 damage.
No, they do 5 if one of their allies is adjacent. They do 3 otherwise. That's why, but yes,
Yeah.
the Dragonborn's considered an ally.
Yes.
I'm down to 11.
Oh, you're fine.
That's not cool.
It's not
You
good.
can still be bitten 2 or 3 more times.
The closest one here is also going to aim at Riswynn because it's closest to Riswynn.
So much dwarf hate in this game!
They're aiming at the things
Yeah.
that killed their buddies.
Yeah. You can always second wind.
I'm probably gonna have to.
Gives you bonus AC and so forth, too.
I'm tempted to use my daily.
Yeah, you heal 4 every time you hit that dude. So.
Oh, him? The
Yeah.
big guy?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
So an arrow zings in, bounces off your axe, and just goes wild off to the side.
Don't make me come over there.
Okay. Third one over here is going to aim at Ruckus because Ruckus is like at the base of his tree. He's like, fucking.
So that
he
means
can't
that-
really take a 5-foot step since he's up a damn tree.
He's up a damn
Yeah.
tree. So
that's an interrupt of opportunity attack.
that's
Yeah.
right.
18. Sorry. 18.
Against.
AC.
Oh yeah. So
This is a minion, I assume?
yeah, it's a minion. So you basically cleave, or not cleave because it's
You see that
your
guy.
hammer breaks the branch off, and his legs along with it, and he just tumbles to the ground.
So
and
would
he-
you say that minion was brought to 0 hit points?
Yes, that minion was definitely
This minion
brought.
is dead as well. I use Whirling Lunge.
Nice.
Backswing.
How does Whirling Lunge work?
Trigger. Your attack reduces an enemy to 0 hit points. Effect, you shift 2 squares and then deal 1 weapon damage, offhand weapon, to an enemy adjacent to you that you can see. No.
Stop it.
Nice.
Hurry for barbarians.
Well done. All right, and then the last archer back there is going to take aim at.
I'm a target.
Yes, actually, Marzia.
Yes.
You take an arrow to the knee.
Oh.
Your days of adventuring are over. Back to the bar
Back
with
to
you.
the bar. And so that's 5.
That's 5 for 5 damage. Yes.
Yep.
All right. So turn order starts over. Clank, you're up.
I am going to take a 5-foot step, and then I'm going to use my Luring Strike.
Luring strike.
So, as an effect of this, before or after the attack, I can shift 1 square.
Okay.
I will shift over to here,
Into
Good call,
flanking.
good call.
Nice. Well done.
and then I will make the Luring Strike attack.
15.
So that is 22 versus AC. 24 versus AC.
Yes, that definitely hit. So luring strike.
Is this one dead? Yeah.
So you spread your arms apart, and the Dragonborn thinks he's got an opening. So he lunges in, and then you just nail him with the hook end of your Kopesh and just pull it through his side.
You feel good about yourself for doing that. You heal 4.
1.
I have my Kopesh is brutal, so
Nice.
I reroll
Reroll
ones.
ones. Nice.
4.
There you go.
Better.
Everything's better than
There's no,
one.
bonus,
It's so
no
true.
bonuses on that, so it just says 4.
All right.
Ow, my thigh! What the fuck, guys? You know how expensive these robes are? They're special Dragonborn tailored.
So
Yay!
you hook him in the side and literally spin him around, and when he
Right
comes,
round.
when he, yeah, baby,
Like a
right
record,
round.
baby.
And when he
Damn
comes
right.
back, he's actually like taking one hand off his staff, and he is just nursing that wound.
My back!
You can tell that he is not in good shape. He's bloodied.
My whole Dragonborn back.
My dragon back!
Marzia, you're up.
Dragon back. I like my dragon back.
Dragon back ribs.
Dragon back ribs. They're delicious.
Marzia?
Checking your dragon back?
Yes.
Who's next?
Marzia.
And cracking my real back.
You have a dragon thingy beside you.
I do. I don't like that guy.
Kick his face in.
I
with
will.
the power of music.
I'm gonna swing my lute at him.
Use the power of your rock.
Yes,
To move
for
him.
For anybody who hasn't been made aware, Marzia's lute is also a club
Yes.
because she carved it from a chunk of an elven holy tree. Just basically took a
That's
giant,
totally not going to come back to bite her in the ass.
took a big ass
You've read my
branch
background.
out.
Yes, I have.
It's gonna bite me in the
Oh,
ass.
yes.
16 versus AC.
Against, sorry, I didn't see who
Drake.
you're attacking.
Drake.
Drake. Nope, that is
Damn, that shitty roll.
that is so.
Hi, I'm Marzipan, and this is my guitar player. What's up, Carol?
How did you know?
Ooh, E scale. Nice choice.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Homestar Runner.
Marzipan.
Alright, 5 step.
Bought the Pam.
Marzipan.
It's amazing that she actually was doing something musical. That's awesome.
I don't know how many
Fantabulous.
minors I can use right now, so that's it for me.
All right, Ruckus. Time to cause A.
Just gonna roll for thoughts. Even, go after the big guy. Odds, go and take care of the minions.
Okay.
Odd. Alright. Get away from the little one!
He's angry.
I'm here for clobbering.
My
No.
covering is ineffective.
My howl is completely useless, apparently.
What is that total up?
7. Sorry, 9. 9.
No, yeah, okay. All right.
That's screwed. Action point. Doing it again. I said howl. Nope, same thing.
We've been rolling terribly.
Yeah. That was the best. That was the best of times. It was the best of times.
Yes, Ruckus, you're getting too caught up with the howling part of that
You
attack
need
and
new dice,
not
Jim.
spending enough time on the
Yeah.
attacking part of that
Recycled
attack.
dice.
Yeah, new dice. Chop chop.
Seriously.
So,
Those dice suck. New ones.
We haven't been
so
rolling
every woodland creature within half a kilometer knows that there's something howling out there and is hiding away in its little hidey hole or cave or anything. But these guys here, it's just noise to them.
Okay.
All right, so the chaplain. So he's he's got wow. Okay.
He's in a
got
bad spot.
peoples.
He
He's
can't,
riveting.
and he can't shift or make opportunity attacks.
What a shame.
Lovely.
What a shame.
Okay. All right. He's still pissed about that Kopesh thing through the chest, so he's going to spin around, face towards Clank. Meow. And
There's not a giant axe about to come down his
Exactly
head.
the sound a dragonborn makes.
and
What is he, Revolver Ocelot?
he's going to attempt to take your legs out with the razor claws of his staff.
Nice.
Wow. Fucking ocelot.
Maybe close. What is that?
This guy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And the
So,
worst part is the first time I saw ocelot was
his
the
staff
meowing ocelot.
connects, and he hooks you in the back of the knee and pulls hard to try and-
No, you need those
So
to
people said ocelot
adventure.
was badass. I'm like, you mean the guy who meows?
Blah, 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 blah. Where's my squarey thing? For 11 damage.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh god.
Ow, my blood that I don't have.
Keep hitting that dragonborn.
Yeah.
These aren't pretty good.
Don't worry, I'm here for vengeance.
And then the two archers at the back are both going to shoot at Ruckus.
Okay.
First one's a miss. That adds up to... Oh yeah, okay, never mind. That one, you're going to take another arrow to the shoulder.
Okay.
So 4 or 5 damage.
Okay.
Oh god.
All right, start over Clank.
Still good.
I didn't get her to go.
Okay, he's skipping
Oh, I'm
somebody.
sorry. Allie, I did accidentally skip you.
Because I'm right after Ruckus, that's why. No problem. No problem.
I assume you clobber the.
Oh, I'm using Wings of Light on the big guy.
Ooh! Why?
Because.
You should just use your encounter.
She
Okay.
wants to go big
Okay.
or go home.
Okay.
And I can re-roll it if I need to, so I want to use it.
All right.
The amount of damage that I said the big guy did, he goes after Allie, so hold that damage
Right.
in case she.
So roll twice.
Explodes him.
19.
That's a crit, technically,
Is it?
because of your executioner axe. That
Oh, yes, it is.
I think
So is that max damage then?
Yes.
No, sorry. I don't remember if high crit gives that or if it just adds the one weapon die
Hang on.
bonus.
What is the weapon that she has?
Executioner axe. It has the high crit.
Where is it?
Yeah, some weapons actually have special effects on crits, so...
She does have a special effect on crit. It's not in any of your
yeah, it doesn't
write-ups.
say
It's
it.
only it's like your weapon. You have to
Let's
know what your
look it
weapon
up.
has. Give us a second.
Let's
to make
look it
sure.
up quickly.
Roll again, just in case you get a 20.
Okay. Nope,
So
I'm
you'll
going with the
definitely-
19.
You'll definitely use a 19. If it's a crit, this guy is hurting so bad. She rolls 4d12.
3d12.
No, you crit. If you crit, you
Yeah,
get
that's right.
4d12.
I get another d12. I forgot about that.
So
So
she can
what's
deal.
what is the
it
axe
power,
from?
or-
It's executioner axe. It's
Martial.
it's a specialty martial, like
What is it?
two-handed axe.
It's a weapon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
This knife sucks.
What book was that in? Do we know?
No. Well, if you can look up high crit in the compendium.
Executioner's bracers.
That's not helpful.
Things we can put back because we're not
What
using
book is
those.
it in?
We
no.
don't know.
I think it is 2...
Just look up high crit. Not an
The
item.
execution axe is what it has on my sheet.
Okay, well, is it executioners or
Execution axe is what it says.
Weapons 215.
Execution axe. If you give me the real name, I can look it up very easily.
High crit.
High crit. A high crit weapon deals more damage when you score a critical hit with it. A high crit.
That's it.
Blah 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 blah.
So you get your normal damage, so 3 weapon dice.
3 weapon dice?
You're brutal 2, so anything that you roll that's 2 or less, you can roll.
First.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
because it's
what's
not
the
it's
actual
not a
weapon?
crit on 19 and 20. It's
And what's the actual weapon you're using?
The execution axe.
no the attack.
The weapon.
Oh, the attack is Wings of Light.
The weapon.
No, we are playing.
What is your weapon called?
The execution axe. That's the weapon. That's the one I'm wielding.
Okay.
Oh, I see. So okay.
How is it critting on 19 is what we want to know.
I don't know. Jim said it was
It is
critting
not a
on
crit.
It does.
It
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, something that has high crit, which gives
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Jim was confused as to whether that makes it a 19 or 20 crit or
Oh.
that
Or
adds
is the extra
damage.
weapon.
That's why we were
Okay.
looking it up. To
So it's
find out.
definitely a hit. So not a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's definitely.
So you took the feat to have this weapon.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Actually, no, she's a dwarf.
I get it.
She gets
Hammers and axes.
Dwarves get superior.
It's a racial thing.
And I did
Neat.
take something as
Yeah,
well,
I think
Jim,
you did.
actually.
I think you did.
I took one specific.
Anyway, roll your
for it.
damage.
Yeah, +2. Dwarven weapon training.
+2 damage and proficiency with all axes and hammers because she's a dwarf. That's her racial feat.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
That's 2
Yeah.
damage as well. Huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Her damage is ridiculous.
So you're doing 3d12 plus 2 or 3d12
+6.
3d12 plus 6.
What the hell happened? No.
And if she had gotten a natural 20 on that, then that would have been 4d12 plus 6.
Yes.
What weapon proficiency is supposed to... Well, it says you gain proficiency with the throwing hammer and the warhammer.
So
This is not from that. It is from the character creator.
So,
3d12
3d12 plus 6.
Plus 6? Oh,
Yes.
yeah, because of the +2. 7. Oh, not reroll that. That was a 1.
the one
6.
13.
6 plus 6.
So
19 plus
19.
25.
Yeah. That's 6.
yes, 25. All right. And what was the description of that attack?
She
you
sprout
used?
wings and chases
yeah.
someone and beats them down.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wings of light.
Allie, you from your back come these brilliantly radiant wings that pop out, lift you up above his head so that you can pick up a swing and you lop that head clean off.
Wow.
And it just tumbles to the floor, and the rest of his body falls like a limp rag.
I got my oak
I
back.
go back to 28 HP.
Good about that.
I feel really good about that.
Please heal for
Yeah! I feel really good about that. Get some health back. And I got my oak back.
Wow. Alright, so we'll take him out of there.
So he did not get to attack Nick.
No, we did not. Nick, you're safe.
Yay!
The power of my god is stronger than the power of his god.
Yes.
That's right.
Because my god is a drunk dwarf.
So that goes around. Did I do that Drake then? Or no, I only got as far as...
The archers attacked.
So we did.
Yeah.
Oh, the archer's attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was supposed to be my turn again. But
Yeah.
Right, okay.
we skipped Atlas for some reason.
And I got shot in the back by
Yeah.
one of them. And the
Yeah.
Drake missed me.
So
Okay.
initiative is back to the top right.
Yes.
I guess.
Alright, Clank.
Big one.
I'm not dead, just falling over.
It's a
How you
little
feeling, good buddy?
25
A little bit of flesh wound when this.
And that wasn't even at max damage either.
At max damage, if you were doing 4d12 plus 6, you'd have killed him outright.
That's a striker.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
That's pretty bonkers.
Okay, you're doing more
What's
damage.
melee basic like?
1d12 plus 6.
Yeah, 1d12 plus 6.
Pretty
Ali,
good.
that attack at max damage does more than Drax's attack at max damage at the level we were at in Nick's
Oh
campaign.
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Avengers.
I remember that time that I actually landed
powerful,
that
basically.
daily?
Yeah.
42 is what I did on that.
Wow.
And you would do 48 plus 6. You do 54.
That's bonkers.
Yeah.
That's freaking bonkers. Yeah, the Avengers.
Yeah,
are
that's the
awesome
difference
class.
of like having something where it's like I'm in melee and you're wielding a giant axe versus
Yeah.
spells, which
Remember that she
are
would have to
nice.
spend a feat just to wield
Yeah.
the axe.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, because dwarves do not get the ability just natively to
No.
equip those
No.
axes. I'm like, pretty
It's
sure
a
that's
racial feat, though. You can purchase
Yeah,
it as
it's
a
racial
racial
feat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Which is what I did. I'm like,
So,
yes,
yeah,
please.
I move over to that guy and I'm
Alright.
going to clobber him with my.
It's broken, it's sin, but it's still a racial feat.
Hey, you know
Gonna
what?
jump up and smack him down.
Broken is fun when you literally get to take an executioner's axe and take his head off execution style while floating 8 feet in the air on magical
wings.
fucking wings.
Yes.
That is
Anyone else think
badass.
this sounds like an acid trip? Anyone? Anyone?
No, I think it sounds like
That's a 1.
Oh no!
I'm pretty sure my 8 does not hit. Hey.
that's a 1 on your attack.
Yeah.
All right, we
Are we
don't
doing,
don't bother with the percentile. Just
critical
roll that one
misses?
again.
16.
Okay, so
You just seize up or something.
you swing up with your Kopesh, but you lose your footing and you end up just notching it on the branch and then falling on your ass.
I know.
So you have to scramble up and then you have to try and unnotch your Kopesh from the branch, and you're back.
Alright, I mark him as my target.
Hang on, bouncer buddy.
All right, Marzia.
Yeah. I'm gonna play a power chord again.
The power
At the Drake.
to
To
move.
move you.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
19 versus Will.
Versus Will. Oh, yeah. So
Alright.
that is what type of
For thunder damage.
Okay, so a large thunderclap comes and just hits it so hard that it drops it down into the dirt, and there's an indent filled with dead Drake at this point.
I like it.
Okay, so Ruckus.
Sorry, I took away your target.
I'm using my special barbarian encounter called Warrior Surge,
Warrior Surge, alright.
and I'm rolling different dice this time.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Miss.
No.
Go!
You should have with the orange ones.
Go!
You did, and it went.
That's
How bad of a
No.
miss was that?
That's an 11 versus AC.
No, he just pulled those ones out and then took those ones because they were a different
Well,
color.
versus AC is only a bare miss, by the way.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, these are cheese minions.
and they're archers.
Yeah.
They don't exactly have the highest armor class. Alright, and Riswynn.
We need to learn to aim up.
Your wings fade and you make a
Yeah.
graceful landing, holding your bloody axe in triumph.
I am going to Radiant Vengeance this guy in the tree.
Radiant Vengeance.
Yes, because I want my hit point. I want some 10 hit points.
Calc it out.
15.
Against?
Reflex.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that's only plus 4.
Oh, no.
So 13 versus
13.
reflex.
13 versus reflex.
Oh, so close.
So close! Yeah, my holy symbol's kind of eh.
Better than my ranged attacks.
Can I tell you what you did wrong there?
What? Ah, yes. Oh, well.
Burst a million.
Yeah, we're learning.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Learning how to play the class, so
Yeah.
I didn't really get to play the Avengers for
these
long,
guys
so...
are now gone.
That thing is the most important. Just remember that whenever you have this in your hand, you want it somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, so...
Step 1 is
Just
always
got it
put
back.
that on something.
Yeah, so you raise your holy symbol, and again, the light just kind of... It's almost like you're trying to aim like a prism, and it's just like bouncing off everywhere. It's not aiming, not getting there.
I like hit if you don't shake it. Is this thing on?
Crack the thing from it.
Yep.
So that archer nearest you, Riswynn, is going to use that light as a beacon to aim at.
He's going to shoot your holy symbol.
Oh, no.
I'm going to attempt to. He's not doing like a cold
needs
strike
that
or
holy
anything.
symbol.
That's fine.
But in his attempt to hit it,
He
as
blinds himself.
you're going this thing on, it like hits him in the face and blinds him, and he actually falls out of his tree. And
And dies because of the extreme distance.
put him 1 square behind.
Like
Just,
here or here.
No, towards Jim. 1 square towards. There you go. So he falls out of the tree and tumbles and gets up off his ass, but he has to sort of scramble to do that. And then the one over here by Clank is doing the same thing that the guy near Ruckus is doing, which is shit.
So I get to make an opportunity attack
You
against
do.
him. I rolled a 1.
We are
Roll it
rolling
again.
great.
I rolled an 11.
I just
So-
saw another one. I'm like, oh.
As he goes to notch his bow, you try to swing at his feet, but he's too nimble. He jumps up, and your Kopech just goes right underneath his feet. But because he was jumping, his attempt to grab an arrow out of his quiver results in him grabbing the branch behind him instead. Oh, shit, that's not my arrow, and then sort of gets back down onto the branch and goes from there. Okay, the one over by Ruckus is going to attack Ruckus, which means he gets an attack of opportunity as well. So we'll wait till Ruckus gets back.
Sleepy.
So sleepy.
See, you told I was better. Wait, there's the wrong one.
It doesn't matter.
So that's going to be a 20 versus AC.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's glitching.
Chop him out of the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, don't need to hit him.
All right, and that resets again. Clank, you're in front of the only minion left.
Actually, that guy fell out of the tree. He's still alive.
Oh, right. He didn't take damage from
But
that.
yeah, I attack him with my green flame blade.
14.
So 21 versus AC.
And how? So your
Blast.
green flame blade, does your blade like glow green as you swing it out? Is that how that?
Yeah, once you hit, if you hit it, bursts into flames, basically.
Oh, wonderful. All right, so as that archer is trying to get his balance back on the branch and get a bow, you sink that right into his leg, take his leg off, notch it into the other leg, and then it explodes in fire and just engulfs him all the way from the knees up in green flames, causing him to, fall out of the tree in multiple pieces that are on fire. Magical fire.
I move there.
Fair enough. Okay, Marzia.
Alright, now I believe he's in 1, 2. Yeah, he's within 10. I will viciously mock him for falling out of that tree. What a lame,
You shall.
lame archer guy. 17 versus Will.
17. Yeah, that's working. So what is that attack?
It does 4 damage.
Oh,
no.
It does
I'm-
8 damage. 8 psychic damage.
He's a minion. I was just wondering what the flavor of it was.
It says you unleash a string of insults at your foe, leaving them with bardic magic to send the creature into a blind rage.
Yeah, so you're like, you fell out of a tree? Are you kidding me? As you
failed.
as you point at him and
Failure.
as you point at him and laugh like Nelson style, he just crumbles into a ball and dies from embarrassment.
There's psychic
That is literally
embarrassment.
what happened.
There's psychic embarrassment.
That's right.
That's right.
All right, congratulations, folks! You have survived your first encounter with combat encounter.
My blood. My sweet, sweet candy.
Sweet, sweet, delicious candy blood. Alright, encounters reset. My daily is still spent, however. Alright, healing surge.
So we'll wait for Ali to come back. I'm gonna get more iced tea. I'm gonna get more iced tea.
There.
Yeah. You do that, eh?
Ruckus is actually going to start picking up the Drake bodies that aren't horribly burned.
There's a few that got chopped in half, I think.
Yeah, chopped in half. One of them that got thunderbolted.
Clank is going to go examine the corpse of the big dragonborn dude and see what the hell's going on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to get a good description of this guy for my songs later.
Ruckus
Okay,
carries
so
the litter.
you're picking up the drakes that aren't completely mutilated?
Yes.
All right, well, so you get...
It's the ones that are usable.
You get 3 in pieces that you think you can take meat off of.
Excellent.
They smell horrid, even to you.
Uh-huh. So does blue cheese. Tastes good, though.
I love blue cheese. How much XP do we get for that?
You can hand out XP at the end of the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you don't
wanna,
do it now.
Do you want to do it now or at the end of the session?
Where's my... Hold on, I just have to run the quaculatrix here.
I play chopsticks on my lute.
Ah. What do you think about this, Clank? Huh?
Oh my god.
The gods have you in their chopsticky ways. Oh.
141 each.
Yes.
So yes, what does he find on the body, or are we waiting for Riz to get back?
Yeah, I'll wait for Riz to get back.
Things are not pretty.
Is anybody searching the archers?
After I've had a look at the Dragonborn, I'll go search the archers.
Can't imagine why Ruckus would wanna.
Fair enough.
Just bandits.
People-shaped things aren't good to eat in polite
So,
company.
Jim, how do you do when the party is searching? How do you do like the DCs for the stuff that you have?
If you're searching something on a corpse, unless it's like magically hidden, pretty much you would just find it.
It's an average DC. I mean, unless they roll terribly, they're gonna find it.
Yeah, and
We're basically rolling a percentage.
you basically because you're carefully searching and there's no time restriction, you're basically taking 20.
Yeah.
So unless they're like it's like magically hidden and you need a special like detection.
Arcana check or something to be able to find
Magic
it.
hidden looks completely useless. Like it's a scrap of paper that looks like it's been crumpled up, but when you look closer, it's actually a message.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
whatever, don't care.
All right, so you're searching the main dude. You're gonna search.
I'm
the
just gonna look
archers,
at the main dude and then go search the archers.
Search the archers, and you've already gathered
Get
drakes.
bodies
All right.
Oh, the drakes.
of the drakes.
Do me a favor. I want you two guys just roll a d20 straight up, no associated skill.
6 and 15.
Who got the higher? You did. Okay.
I rolled a 6.
All right.
Should be much longer.
Very interesting noises.
Sounds like a video game.
This is the squeaky noise.
We play Mario to put her to sleep.
Nice.
She usually knocks out by world 3-1.
That's because
Did you
that
use
has
the
the.
warp zones?
No.
Of course you don't use warp zones. But I believe 3-1 has the nice sort of lullaby-esque. You're swimming through
Yeah,
the swim
it
level.
does.
There's a metal version of that.
There's a metal version of everything.
Yes.
I love
They're
that guy.
actually, and on the flip side, there was a company that took Metallica songs and made them into lullabies.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Marzipan, and this is my guitar, Carol. Say hi, Carol. Ooh, E scale. Nice choice. When I'm not rocking out, I like to
Playing
dig
that
in
all
my
the
garden
time, aren't
and
you?
eat. I'm a fiercely independent woman, and I'm fiercely independent about the soy products that I choose.
Soy product.
Homestar Runner and I are one hot item when I say we are. And today we are.
Yay!
I like baby animals and cats and dogs. But it makes me sad to see cats and dogs in the same room together. Okay, bye. I'm off to the chinchilla protest.
Chinchilla's out of my basement.
Yep. It's a good protest.
Pretty excellent.
Oh, marzipan. Homestar Runner's pretty awesome.
Is it still like active?
No, God, no.
No.
Last
Okay.
updated in 2010.
They,
later
they
than I
still
thought.
do some stuff once in a while, but the site itself hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Well, Strong Bad has was on the poker tournament thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What?
Strong, you know
There are two Poker Night at the Inventory games that were released on Steam.
Inventory?
Yeah. Inventory. I know I'm saying it wrong. I always say it wrong.
No, that is a proper word, but
it's the name of a bar.
It's the name of the bar.
Oh.
Did
It's
they
the
say
underground
that?
gaming bar where all main characters go.
Yeah.
Oh.
So in
Tycho's
first
there?
game, it's Strong Bad, Heavy.
like heavy from
Tycho.
Tycho.
Yeah, Heavy from TF2. Tycho. Thank you. And I can't remember who the fourth one was.
It's Max.
It was
There's no
Max.
Sam.
It was Sam. Sam from Sam and Max.
Oh yeah, I think you were.
And the second one is
No!
Max.
Oh god.
Your sound is right
That's-
next to the microphone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably going to blare the mic. Whoever, the one person who's going to decide to listen to this is going to be like, "Oh my god, my ears!"
My ears.
Yes, and in the second one, GLaDOS is the poker manager.
It's great.
Like the dealer.
Yeah.
The poker manager. You know.
The dealer.
Well, she's not only dealing, she
I love that. Nick found that by accident and showed the rest of us. It was
Yeah,
like,
at like
Yeah.
Ray's LAN party years ago.
So and so. What's her face? The
ugly
ugly one.
But yeah, it's
Are there any
also
more?
Boy, you
Not-
sure
all
are
the blue ones go
stupid.
back in
Yes.
All the blue ones got put back.
All right, Riswynn is here.
I'm back.
Okay.
Resume the search.
All right. So
Epic Loops.
Clank, you search the main guy, and honestly, the only thing on him of any note is that staff. So you now have a razor claw staff.
I'm gonna grab it and do an Arcana check on it.
It is a plain staff. There is
a
I
sharp-
won't even have you roll. It is very obvious that there is no enchantment. It is literally the claws at the top have been gilded.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah, but they're not. They aren't gold. They're just gold plated, and they have been sharpened on the underside. So they're made of a tough steel of some sort. They're sharpened into blades, and then this metal claw was just affixed to a gnarled staff.
I have a stick,
Yes, I will.
A sharp stick.
a sharp stick.
I
So what's
will-
it called?
I will-
Sorry.
Razor
It's-
claw staff.
yeah, it's. I made it up, so it doesn't actually exist in there. But I can give you the. I mean, it hits for 1d8. Well, the guy was hitting. Yeah, so you drop the modifier. We'll figure out how to give you actual stats on that later.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about it. For now, I'm keeping it as a trophy
Yeah.
for the ass kicking we dealt him.
It was a good ass kicking.
Marzia,
Yeah.
on one of the archers, you find a note.
What does it say?
Thankful.
Can I even read?
Bring back cheese.
I'm just going to to be
Milk,
thankful that she rolled
eggs,
higher, because if you
bread,
found the note, it was going to be on the
laundry
Dragonborn
detergent.
written in Draconic. That's what I was having you roll off for. Okay, so the note appeared to be a set of instructions detailing that the group should. Sorry, I didn't actually write the note down this time, but I'll bring it for
Give
next
me
time
the
so you
gist of
guys
it.
have it.
Yeah.
But the gist of it is that this group has been sent out to knock over caravans and take anything that is of any value, anything that they can sell, anything that they can move in order to gather coin, basically. So they'll take anything that comes there. I think the Ninja Turtles movie, the first one, the Foot Clan, where they were like taking trucks full of vegetables and
Whatever
cigarette
they
cartons
could,
and televisions. That's what these guys have been instructed to do. And to bring it to a specific farmhouse, there's a little map kind of scrawled at the bottom. It's not the most detailed map in the world, but you figure if you had enough time, you could probably figure out where they're taking this stuff. And so you have a destination, and it is just signed with a stamp that is also gilded, and it's in the shape of a dragon's claw. So, okay, so the rest of you guys don't come up with much, although Ruckus managed to get a few hunks of
Drake flesh.
You brought a sack. You got him in a sack. You
Put him on the mule.
You attach it to the mule.
Yeah, after I attach it to the mule, I'm going to go to that bush that distracted me earlier. Get those spices.
There. Okay.
Spicy bush.
All right.
You guys can do whatever the hell you
do.
do.
A nature roll when you on that when you get to that bush.
18.
Okay.
Spices, yum berries.
Those berries, you look at them and you could tell right away that this is some good stuff. This is going to be just the thing that you need to disguise the taste of swampy, ugly drink. So you gather a small pouch of it, about enough actually to prepare, say, 4 drakes worth of meals. You know you're going to have to dry them and grind them, but they'll do very well. We'll call
Good haul.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yes. Once everybody is done doing their thing, I will share the note and the contents therein. These guys are probably looting things left and right.
Probably more of them.
Yeah.
Did they make it to the mead, though? That's the most
That's
important
the
thing.
We need
Do
to
we
get
want
the
to go? Yeah,
They're-
and check at the
They're
monastery.
colloquially known as nightway berries.
Ooh, yum berries.
Yum, yum berries.
Gimmin berries are the best berries. Yeah.
All right. Do we want to check on the monastery, see if they've still got any mead, or do we want to see?
Either way, we
that
gotta go there
farmhouse?
to pick it up.
Yeah.
Here's true. We'll check the monastery, make sure they have the mead. If they don't have the mead, we'll go kick that door in and get
Know
our
where
mead
it is.
Can
back.
any of us? Can anyone follow their tracks?
Our nature hound can.
Yeah.
We can see where they came from.
Ruckus can probably puzzle that out.
Because if they've been intercepting caravans, we could have
Lots of loot.
and our mead.
Lots of mead.
They could have our mead. It stands to reason that the mead is probably with them more likely than with the monks.
I don't know how you clanks do it, but when orcs raid stuff, especially mead, we drink it that night.
Hope they
Well,
haven't drunk it. We
don't
need
forget that this was enough mead for like a month's worth of a tavern, right?
Or kegs, basically.
They're just like,
Yeah.
Not everyone drinks as much as you, Ruckus.
Yep.
I may not drink, but even I know that much.
Ruckus will take a few minutes to try and search for tracks and very obvious where they merged, where they came at us, etc. That's a 12. He really doesn't seem to have his heart in it.
Well, is that a modified 12?
Modified 12, yeah.
Modified 12? Okay, yeah. You look around, you can see where they came from the rough terrain to the road, but beyond the rough terrain, you can't really tell where they went from there, or if there was a singular direction. You couldn't even point, like, they came from that away. You're not really sure what to make of it.
They probably have a camp somewhere.
Oh, they said to bring it to the farm, so I'm guessing that's where they came from.
So, well, I
We
guess
got time
can-
for this.
We can go straight to the farm.
How far away is this farm in comparison to the monastery?
It's much further. Actually, where did that map go?
Somebody stole my map!
And what kind of...
Would the monastery be on the way to the farm?
No,
it's like opposite directions.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, I'll come over and show you. Okay.
What kind of check do we need
So-
to make to figure out which farm it is?
You left the Vale here.
Yep.
Okay. You went down
Totally.
and over towards the monastery.
Yep.
You got ambushed here. Okay. The farm is inside this border here. The inner one is the walls, and then these are the farms, and then this is the forest.
So
it's way back at the Vale.
the obvious choice is to go to the monastery to make sure that
Make sure it's
coming,
there, and then
go
head
there.
back
check
to
on the
town. And
monastery.
then
See how
Because they could have been
Exactly.
They could have been raided. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
taking
Yeah.
everything, they might have just killed the monks and taken everything they had.
We'll check the monastery, make sure
The hops, not the hops.
everything's okay, and then we'll head back to town so we can find
Yeah.
that farm. That's probably our best course of action.
We have a
Fair
plan.
enough.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys, gather your things and head off down the path. Eventually, you get to the monastery. The monastery is up on not too high of a hill, but it is raised up off the land around it. You make your way up to the... They have wooden palisades around the outside. It's not, heavily guarded or anything. But you make your way up to the front and rattle on the gate. And, a fella in a brown robe with a bald head comes over. Good day, how may I help you?
Excuse me, Hick Monk. Have you seen any bandits around here?
Bandits, what type of bandits?
The
Kind
ones-
that steal shit.
They stole our
He was a
mead.
dragonborn.
I took this staff from his cold dead hands.
Well, I never did see any dragonborn. No one's tried to come steal anything from us, not unless you count like the ravens pulling from the food stocks out back. But no, you standing out there. Come in. He unhitches the gate and opens it up and invites you guys in because you seem like a nice enough bunch.
You seem like a friendly bunch of a giant warforged, a giant orc, and an elf and a dwarf.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You do seem like a group of travelers that probably have coin to buy mead.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask him if they sent out the shipment destined for the Dancing
For Uncle Steve.
Minotaur.
Well, come in. We'll talk to the head monk. Hold on,
Abbot?
get that here. The abbot, yes.
Abbot Costello.
Hey, Abbot!
Hate that guy.
I'm going to see what's happened to the shipment.
Yes. We'll go speak to Ireland. I'm sure he'll know what's going on.
What's his name?
Ireland, Irelynn. So Ireland Woodsoul, actually.
Ah.
He's an elf.
Well,
but
then
the guy
I
that
won't
you're
hold that against him.
the guy you're talking to is a human. Has not given his name. But Ireland Woodsoul is actually the abbot of the monastery. So he leads you in. As you come in, out around the monastery, they've got gardens and sort of small plantations going where they're growing food for themselves. There's a sort of an exercise area off to the back where some monks are sparring and practicing with quarterstaves and things like that. That's not really the main thing that they do here, but they do it to just sort of keep in shape. Obviously, the main building is actually made of stone. It's more impressive than the palisades would have given away from a distance. At the bottom of the hill, all you really saw was the steeple of what appears to be sort of a temple-y, churchish kind of thing. And it just has like a little bell tower, not terribly high, but it does have a bell in it. But the main building is actually think sort of cathedral style with the high ceilings. It's not as ornate as a cathedral, but it is very high inside. The inside has beams that are coming down from the ceiling that are made of a dark hardwood. So you look up and you see these nice big dark beams holding up a huge ceiling. And as you walk in, you see the giant vats on either side lining the interior where they're making the mead. There various different monks are running around tipping bags of grain into some of the vats over here. Other ones are reaching in with long implements and stirring, and other ones are sort of stoking the boilers and everything. So it's quite an operation they got going here. At the far end, there's an altar, a couple of pews, a few monks are in prayer, and there's sort of a quiet place where they obviously hold services for themselves in between. So he leads you through the main hall, past the large, mead brewery portion of the cathedral, and off to the back, brings you around the side of the lectern, and in through a little door, and into sort of a little office-y kind of area. You see a sort of chubby for an elf. It seems odd to call him elf. A portly elf. It's kind of odd,
He's got like 2% body fat.
No, you're looking at him and going, "Geez, you must drink all the meat." But
How much of the crust are you eating?
He's not as big around as Uncle Steve's let himself get. But this guy, you're kind of looking at him going, "Yeah, okay, you've kind of let yourself go." And he's got the ears that come up to the big point and sort of the naturally sort of furrowed brow of an elf. But he seems, although slightly
Tipsy?
Although
His top's intoxicated.
although slightly reclusive,
I see samples
like you can
goods.
tell that he doesn't deal with people often, but he's nice enough when he speaks. And so he walks over to his desk and he looks over and he pulls out this large book and opens it up and flips through it and goes, Dancing Minotaur, you say, Dancing Minotaur. He's flipping through it. And the shipment was supposed to arrive when?
When was the shipment supposed to arrive?
He told Uncle Steve
like a
told you
week
it was
ago.
over a week late.
Yeah.
So
At least a week ago.
okay. Yeah, we sent that out a week ago last Tuesday. It should have arrived. Usually they don't take that long to get to the Vale. Yeah, it should have come in just a little over 2 weeks ago.
Bandits got it.
Bandits got it, yeah.
Bandits.
Gotta go take out those bandits.
Yeah, we got ambushed on the road and we found this note on these bandits.
Ireland takes the note and he looks at it. He's reading it. Well, extenuating circumstances. What happened to these bandits that you encountered?
Their leader carried this. I show the staff.
Hands the note back. Ooh, that is quite the implement of destruction, I guess.
Yes. Dirty dragonborn.
Wow, that. He looks around at you guys and just starts to notice the bite marks, the claw marks, the staff marks. And he goes, I see.
They really wanted
Well-
our stuff.
I thank you very much for dispatching those bandits. Although undoubtedly, based on that note, there will be others. I can offer you a modest discount on the mead if you guys are planning to get another shipment worth. We happen to have 4 barrels down at the front of nice fresh mead, the amber mead, if you guys so desire.
Did Uncle Steve give us
That-
more
he gave
money
you-
to...
he gave-
That would be
That would
fantastic.
be great.
Yeah, he gave you a small
Yeah.
pocket of pouch of coins, which you hand over to Ireland.
we will replace
He
the
counts
shipment.
them out. He actually hands back 2 gold coins in the pouch that are extras that he doesn't figure he needs. And
That's our
leads-
discount.
That's your discount, basically. Yeah. So you guys can actually split that. It's 50 silver a piece, kind of thing. So you guys have actually made 75 silver today. Good job. Not counting what you got from the encounter, which, in this case, it's not. You didn't actually get much more than the staff. But
No, it's fine.
you'll get more next encounter. So he leads you back out to the front, helps you get the barrels and attach them to the
That one poor mule.
one poor mule. Well, that poor mule has done this 1,000 times.
You
Four-
leave
four
hee out
barrels.
of this.
Good mule.
That mule, that is all the mule has ever been used for, is 4 barrels of mead at a time.
It's all it knows.
It takes it without so much as a whimper, and as long as you balance them right on both sides, it'll take care of it. And they thank you very much, and
I want to talk to the elf.
talk.
You got any cooking sherry?
Elf looks at you very quizzically.
Cooking sherry.
Say that again.
Cooking sherry.
As in for cooking.
What else you use it for? Drinking? That's a waste.
I use it to oil my parts.
That's what drinking sherry's for.
Okay. Well, yes. As a matter of fact, he's really flummoxed by this, but he's like, okay, all right, we'll go for it. We'll get the orc some sherry.
He's a really good chef.
Sure he is, little girl.
It leads you to the abbey. What do you call it? The abbey sort of galley kitchen kind of area that they have off in the living quarters off to the
If
back.
he's ever in
The galley.
Stewardvale, you should stop by the Dancing Minotaur and try the cooking out. Pretty good.
Yes,
Fair
we just
enough.
happened to get some delicious Drake flanks in recently.
It's a special tomorrow.
I just want to double check my list here.
Whatever I go out and kill, that's the special.
Okay, I did this one.
People seem to like the boar Reuben. Kind of getting low on boars.
Okay, so he leads you out back and into the galley. And he goes, Father Blackfoot, and another one of the monks sort of hobbles out.
Oh, being raided by orcs?
Faints.
Was that a good name actually used somewhere?
No.
Okay, I was like, I just
Just this guy like, yes. Oh, are we being raided by orcs? Just this big orc like.
I'm just here with the sherry.
When he first sees you, he's just like, yes, Ireland, what can I do for you and your imposing guest?
Ruckus.
Ruckus, I see. Yes, sir. May I offer you some stew? I have stew.
What does it smell like? Does it smell good?
It actually does smell quite good.
Wait.
Nature to detect what it is.
I rolled a 1.
No.
It definitely doesn't smell like the stew that I had that first time.
No.
You want some
It is.
delicious drake flanks to put in your stew?
So Ireland explains to him what you're there for, and the chef goes, okay. So he heads over to one of his cupboards, and he sort of rummages around, rummages to the far back, pulls out a bottle, blows it off, dust sort of flies, and he goes, here, have some sherry, best sherry in the house. I'll let you roll your nature to find out if you agree with that assessment.
That's a 24.
It is not the best sherry in the house.
I said sherry, not vinegar.
Yes, it has been sitting in the cupboard a little while. He's really confused as to how you even knew. Didn't think that orcs had.
It doesn't have the right consistency when you shake it.
There's too much sediment in this
Puts
sherry.
it away. He goes over, and he actually this time he goes over to his rail of spices and whatnot right above the stew, and he grabs a half finished bottle of sherry. But he's like, unfortunately, this is what I've got left. But we are expecting a new shipment. Here, you can have this. So he gives you roughly 3/4 of a bottle of high quality sherry that he's been using around the kitchen.
How much?
He turns to Ireland. Ireland sort of gives him a look that says, don't screw this guy.
These aren't gouging monks?
Yeah. Well, no, it's the kind of thing where,
We're regular customers.
Ireland, you just saved these guys a lot of trouble by dispatching those
Bandits that were specifically targeting their business?
Yes. And so he goes, please, it's a gift from me. Enjoy. Guy's shaking his head. He doesn't know what you're planning to do with that. He doesn't think you're going to cook with it, but
Why are we cooking sherry? Coming in here getting drunk off cooking sherry. You don't think that we have perfectly good mead?
yeah.
Alright, if everybody's satisfied, I think we should head back to Stewardvale, drop off the barrels of mead, and then go check out that farm.
Definitely.
See if we can rescue more barrels of meat.
Yes.
Rescue.
Dusk is starting to fall. Ireland offers you guys to sleep in the shelter of their monastery.
Mind if I use your kitchen?
I gotta cook up these drinks before they go bad.
No. Gotta salt the drakes. He has to make sure that he dries up those spices.
Ireland turns to Father Blackfoot and goes, Father, would you mind if our friend here used the kitchen?
Ruckus!
Ruckus, yes, Ruckus.
He's quite good in the kitchen.
He's very good in the kitchen.
I can't speak to it.
Okay, so yes, Father
Just
Blackfoot
don't
basically...
be surprised if you hear lots of banging and grunting. He's normally tenderizing at that point.
Ireland, he drops it, shakes his head, goes, it's yours, and walks out. He's not even going to question.
Any requests?
If you can make that drink taste good, I'll try it.
Stew.
Okay.
Delicious stew.
You did leave the existing stew. You can modify it if you like.
Adjust some spices.
I would like to see the mead.
Bring me the mead menu.
Ireland perks up. They're always happy to share their number one.
All right, I take out my holy
Your
symbol.
number one bestseller.
Fill her up.
Fill it up.
So Ireland leads you out to the front and explains the 3 different types of mead that they brew. They've got the amber mead, the dark mead. They've got the light mead.
She's a dwarf. She knows every mead.
Yeah.
She's a dwarf bartender.
He's giving.
She knows her stuff.
He's given the rundown.
It's
of
good
what's
to
there.
hear what the elf has to say, so I can start mixing the meats together and make a super mead.
Do they make
These monks have been going for hundreds of years perfecting these recipes, and you know that. So.
Of course, but it doesn't mean I can't mix all 3 meats together and have a super meat.
They will kick you out if you do that, and you do know that.
I'm gonna go find the library or something.
Yeah, actually, they have a.
I'm gonna go one meat
a
after
modest reading room.
Yeah, exactly.
In the, sort of the quarters area. You get
I
there.
gotta
and
hold me back a place.
there's a lot of information on how to brew mead, but not and a
Too
couple
much
of
food content in this.
yeah. There are a few like martial fighting with quarterstaff textbooks and things like that, and a few fiction books.
Like how
I'm
to
gonna
fight
read
with a
up-
quarterstaff.
I'm gonna read up.
No,
any
it's some cheesy
specifically looking
romance
for any
novels with
history
the
if
monks reading
they have
secret.
any of that. Because monasteries have
Hiding
often been around
behind
for a really
the
long
books on how to
time.
make
Fair
mead.
enough. You do in the back
Must be
find
diaries or something like that of like the former abbots or.
you do
Yeah,
find
because of the
well, actually, I hadn't sort of planned for that one. You find
Oh, no questions.
yeah. You do find a book of sort of local myths. You can tell that they've
Love to add a
been
new one.
massaged for consumption by these are bedtime stories that would be read to kids, sort of, but in the older style where they end sort of graphically. And
I see.
whatnot. And you figure that there are probably elements of truth because you recognize place names nearby. You recognize certain landmarks and things. You figure there's probably some truth to it. So you sit down and have a good read on that.
All right.
By next campaign, I'll tell you what you find out.
Now, do they only brew their mead with grain, or do they make any with honey?
They actually their amber mead is made with honey. It's their most popular mead, and it's actually the one that you guys bring in 4 barrels of back. So there is honey. They have a caravan that brings in honey en masse from beekeepers, God knows where.
I'm going to bring a mug of it to Mars, and I'm going to ask for some drinking music.
You got it.
And I'll bring one to Ruckus because he works better when he's had a little meat in his system.
Fair enough.
He sometimes
pot?
adds it to the stew. So.
Sorry. Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Play us a nice tune.
Yes.
That's a 15 on cooking, which is still decent.
Modified 15.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was for modifying the stew.
Modifying stew.
Modifying
Yeah.
the stew.
He has to dry out the spices first, so
Yeah,
before
play
you eat
good.
drink.
Well, you end up not using those spices in the stew because they have to dry.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah, so you just use whatever the cook had available.
On hand.
No rosemary. Marjolaine will have to do.
Who is the god that the people in the monastery are worshipping?
Boozy McBoozer
Back to you
God.
on that.
It might be Moradin.
Well, no, the reason I was asking is because I wanted to possibly end up having a philosophical debate that turned to a drinking contest with one of the monks.
Most monks probably don't get into drinking contests.
With
They-
their own
they
They
would
body.
not
usually
get
tend to
down.
live
Yeah.
lives of privation and
Yes,
And they take vows of celibacy, like their fathers and their fathers before them.
Totally.
They will sample their mead, but they will not.
they're not getting into
they're not abusing
drinking
it.
contests
Yeah.
with dwarves.
No.
Sadly.
So, yes.
They politely decline. So okay, so you guys, you have a nice night. You have a nice stew. You enjoy the hospitality of the monks and their abbey and whatnot. The beds are a little not so comfortable, but better than sleeping in a bedroll on the ground. So
These two really need to sleep. Only the orc and the dwarf.
I'm
really
just
need
going
to
to point out, it's a lot better than a stone slab.
yeah,
Couldn't tell.
you Marzia, you get a darn good meditation because there are some monks also performing meditations in the main hall.
We're going to be elf meditation buddies.
Well, actually, only the head guy is an elf. The rest of them are all human
But they do meditate a lot
Yes.
because monks.
because monks. Exactly.
Exactly. They
So-
do their chanting so you can
Sweet.
get some sweet, sweet rest.
The next day.
So the next day, So we're going to say that you guys make your way fairly uneventfully back towards the Vale. Now, are you going to go drop off the barrels first, or are you?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, that's
Tell
our primary.
what's been going on.
Okay. So you get to the main gate. You see the guard again.
Same guard?
Same guard.
Wow.
He looks like he's been standing there since you left yesterday.
Yep.
He's got bags under his eyes. He's trying to put on a, I'm a badass face, but you can tell that he's just not having a great
Lucky
time.
no works around here. This place has been raided years ago.
Yeah, he grimaces as you say that, but then sort of stands guard again. He's trying to do one of these, the British Imperial Guards that are not
Stiff upper
gonna-
lip, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Beef eater.
Yes, exactly. Where he's like, no, they can't phase me. They can't phase me. Doesn't matter that I'm tired. They can't phase me.
He should totally come by the Dancing Minotaur when his shift is over.
Yeah, can we give him vouchers or something? Do we have vouchers?
Yeah.
One of you can grab one of your individual silver from your night before and tip him if you want.
We'll cover his drink.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'll
stop.
tip him.
Okay. So you give him a silver and he smiles. Thank you, ma'am, and then waves you guys on.
I'm just gonna stop and give him a brief rundown.
He's working hard.
of what's been going on.
You're going to brief the guy who's been away for 5 days, right?
He thanks you, but he says, please, take it to Commander Arroway. I am not the person to...
I'm so tired.
Where is this commander?
You can find Commander Arroway in the guard station next to the
John,
castle.
I have a request. I want this guard's first name to be Dante. Or his last name to be Hicks.
Not even supposed to be
Hey, I'm
here
just
right now.
here right now.
Done and done.
Guard Hicks.
Guard Hicks.
Guard Hicks.
Dante Hicks.
We love you,
I
Guard
thought it was
Hicks.
Monk Hick.
No.
No.
Dante Hicks from the Clerks.
Of course,
Yes,
yes.
I got it, Jim.
Dante Hicks.
What was the name
Professional
of the guard
town guy.
captain?
Arroway.
Lucas Arroway. Well, you don't know his first name, but you know he's Commander Arroway.
Lucas of the George. Oh, crap.
Oh no! There might be a war.
I'm
on
gonna head
stars in
for the
future.
whatchamajigget place where this guy told me that Commander what's the place is.
Okay. Alright, so you split off, head towards... Basically, you're going right up next to the castle where the rows of stone buildings start. The very first building is the guard headquarters, and that's where you'll be able to find Commander Lucas Arroway. And the rest of you guys, you head back to the Dancing Minotaur.
Yep.
Uncle Steve is elated to see you guys, and he starts with this and welcome back, almost like he welcomes the customers, but brings you guys in. He is exceptionally happy to see you guys, and decides right then and there you're getting a party tonight. The day shift workers are going to do the work part of it, and he's closing the tavern down. You guys are getting a party at.
What about the farm?
Right. We should tell Uncle Steve about the farm.
Okay.
We'll explain what happened to the original shipment.
I'm gonna go into crazy rambling detail like I did when I was a kid with him about everything that we came across, what happened.
Slow down.
Get overly excited.
And then left off his head!
With off his head, exactly.
And Dragonborn.
And then we ate the drink, and it was so
We
good.
didn't eat it yet. That was another stew. Still got him.
We're gonna have drink, and it's gonna be so good.
Yes, he's been spicing the drink.
And drying his herbs.
He sort of lifts an eyebrow, but
And then I had ale in
enough of
my
Ruckus
mug.
he's cooking to not even bother questioning it. I'd be interested to try that. Special of the week, yes. So, yes. All right. So you brief him on everything. He's very glad that you're all right. Specifically,
Yeah.
and then he's thankful that everybody made it back in one piece. Notices some injuries that the monks didn't offer to treat. So
It was the best day ever.
He calls over the healer. He gets you guys all sort of new bandages and whatnot as needed. And
What's that for?
But he looks at
this.
So you can cook well.
and he asks to see this note. So
I produced the note.
So he takes a look at it.
And then we go break all his pots.
Sweet, I found a heart.
I found a rupee.
I found a fairy. Oh shit.
See around
Stop
here.
breaking things. No party.
No, our party authority's been revoked.
It's all your fault, Clank.
I'm not even there.
That's why it's your fault. You'd stop them. Okay. So
You angered Vampire Steve.
Oh no!
Yeah, continuing.
he reads the note with an air of concern. Thinks about it for a second and goes, this is probably what's happening to the other shipments as well. He says to you guys that a few of the other merchants in town are complaining about shipments. He says that they'll be very glad to know that at least one group of the raiders have been taken care of. But
We can go take care of the rest if you want.
Well, it's definitely going to be a problem for the town.
well, he agrees that there's definitely time for that. But first, you guys have earned yourselves with the work that you did the other night and besting all of those raiders and coming back here with the mead. You guys deserve yourselves a big old party. So he goes and he starts making preparations and whatnot, hooking up the new barrels to the taps and all the stuff, and ushers Ruckus to the kitchen with his drakes to put them in the salt pile and whatnot. So we'll pause that. Go back to Clank. You get to right next to the castle. You get to this sort of the best conditioned stone building of the bunch. You think that it might actually be the only one where any masons have ever actually been called in to refurbish the outside of it. And you head in, and you see this large, muscular, gruff-looking human commander. You can tell he's the commander because he's got he doesn't have shit on him, basically. You know what I mean? He's
Must be the
got
king. What's that? Isn't that?
Shit all over.
yeah, he's got the clean uniform, and you can tell that he's spent a lot of time with it and everything. And he's standing, sort of giving some orders to two lower guards that, as you enter, they sort of skitter off and go out into the town somewhere. And he's like, "What can I do for you?"
Well, I'm here to report about some bandits operating in the area.
Bandits. We don't have time for bandits out in the area. I'm sorry. We are too short-staffed as it is. I can't spare any guards for your bandits.
Well, no, we've killed the bandits. I'm just here to report that...
He gets a big smile on him, like... You see his ears perk up towards his ultra short haircut. He's like, "You've taken care of some bandits. Well, that's different. Come, sit down." Sits you down. He's got the big.
Does he have a chair I can sit in? I'm a giant 300-pound mechanical construct.
And he's a giant 300-pound human. Both
Okay.
the chairs are meant to hold you guys.
Excellent.
So he's got he's got one of these large desks. He's got a map of the Vale out behind him, but he also has sort of a smaller map in front of him of just the inside of the guard walls with little flags of where various different little things are. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Take a handful.
Although we're almost done here.
Yeah.
So
Candy.
He asks
It's always
you
time
for-
for candy.
There's candy.
Candy bar.
he asks you for additional details.
I'll give them the whole thing. We set out to go and find our meat shipment. We get ambushed somewhere around here by a dragonborn and some drakes, and the archers were what?
Human archers.
Humans?
Yeah, they were archer cultists.
And I say, we took this staff off the dragonborn. Show them our staff. And am I able to remember the contents of the letter?
Oh yeah, it's very, very simple. It's just knock over any caravan that comes your way, take anything that's worth any money, and bring it back to a farmhouse. You don't remember to tell him exactly which farmhouse or how to get there. It had a crude map that was drawn, but you basically tell him that there's a threat involved, that there may be more of them. So he puzzles over one element of it for a second. A dragonborn, you said. Are you sure about that?
Quite certain.
He's like, I have never seen a dragonborn. My father used to tell me stories about dragonborn. Said that they put up a good fight, but I can't say I've ever seen one outside of storybooks.
Well, my guy is over 300 years old. Has he seen dragonborn?
Your guy has seen dragonborn. He is sure.
So I hit him with some sort of well, I've been on operation for over 300 years, and I've definitely seen a dragonborn. And I had one breathe fire in my face today, and I'm quite certain.
He seems very impressed. The big gruff guard just had a mechanical man over 300 years old basically pull age rank on him, explain to him what the hell's going on, and say he took fire to the face. And went, "You've done a good service today. The guard will remember your good service. Thank you, citizen."
Well, speaking of good service, we were very well treated by Dante Hicks over
Guard
there.
Hicks.
Guard Hicks.
Guard Hicks.
Guard Hicks. is
By the
awesome.
way, he looked very harried and in need of relief.
Some much
Yeah,
needed time off.
As soon as the rest of the guard comes back from the war, we'll definitely be able to get some.
You're gonna have to man this post until the war is over. Good luck.
But no, they'll be able to get much needed leave time. In the meantime, we can handle things around here. But Guard Hicks, he's been a good help. But they all have to do 120%. Like he starts giving the all the sports style analogies. He's got to take one for the team, give 120%. And I'm
So they're all
glad to
doing
hear
double
you say
shifts kind of thing?
They're all working double shifts. Yeah.
Poor bastards.
Yeah.
Thankfully, nothing really big has happened in town.
Thankfully.
But, so he thanks you for your time. Actually takes your name for reasons.
Clank Rust Bucket.
Writes it down and sends you on your merry way.
Remember it.
Leave it.
All right. So you, I assume, head back to the Minotaur. Okay. So you get back to the Minotaur. You join with the other guys, and Uncle Steve throws you a big honkin' party. He brings in outside help to help with all the service and everything. Ruckus, do you hand over your kitchen, or do you insist on doing everything despite the fact that it's your party?
What do you think?
Had to ask.
You want to be tenderized?
Ruckus, I'm supposed to have the kitchen. Tell you what, you lift this, you can have it.
You get a sous chef for the night. So you manage to, prep whatever it is you want to prep for the party.
Not well. It's a 10, so it's passable.
Yeah, it was. You prep half the drakes into something that you guys can eat nominally, but it's not the best, most tastiest thing that you guys have ever had. But it's food. And you have a whole bunch of mead. You basically finish off the last of the barrels that weren't already used, and have a grand old time. Have a bit of a mess, but that's okay. Day shift's cleaning it up. Who cares? And then make your way. Well, unless you guys want to roleplay any of that, you're gonna make your ways off to your bunks for the night.
Make a song of the fight.
I teach her that song that she didn't know.
Freebird.
Freebird.
And
You don't know how to play it on a lute, so your attempt to teach her the song involves a whole lot of, and then it goes.
Even more monotone.
So your little tone.
It's like listening to Bonzi Buddy trying to teach you a song.
She doesn't get terribly much out of it, but thinks maybe she could use some of the lyrics in a different song.
Yes.
So
I'm going to happily go to Uncle Steve and request to hear more stories of his heroic adventures with my parents and how amazing they were, because I love hearing those stories.
absolutely, he brings you over to the most comfy seats that are over by the unused fireplace, and he sits down, and you see a soft smile go across his face, and his cheeks get kind of rosy, and you can tell that he's getting all nostalgic for when you were young enough to sit on his knee and all that.
I still sit there like I'm a 5-year-old, just
Yeah.
excited and listening to the story.
And,
Thank you, little girl.
And then what happens? And then what happens? I know what happens, but tell me more.
yeah, he's doing one of these, like, he's testing you to see how much you remember, so he's changing a few details. You're like, that's not what happened, no, that. You guys are having a good one of it, so grand old party and whatnot.
I'm going to start composing a song about our adventure.
Nice.
Yes.
I like your plan.
All right, and we wrap up for the night. Good job, guys.
Woo!
Party.
Clank will help you perform the song later if you want.
You can be the drums.
You can be the drum. Not play the drums. You can be the
Be the
drums.
drums.
No. He can be the washboard.
He's got a lot of percussive potential.
He does. Yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
say that
washboard and
you
drums.
picked up those gears that were torn out of you.
And you patch them back up.
And symbol depending.
Any experience for the skill challenge?
Yeah, you guys grab 25 each. And what did I say? 141?
141
for the fight.
For the fight, yeah.
166.
166.
And any pity XP you want to give us.
Nice try.
Pity, you guys did so well. You don't need pity XP. In fourth, am I allowed to give little individual bits of XP, or is it always
if you
the
want.
party levels at the same time?
Usually it
How
says
does that-
it's best if you keep the party on the same level.
So if you're going to give individual XP, you kind of look for. It's not a bad idea to do it. You just try to keep it rounded, basically.
Okay.
So not necessarily everyone gets something special at the end, but if
Right.
don't keep giving it to the same person over and over and over
Yeah.
again,
Right, okay.
or you're going to end up with like, well, my guy leveled 2 sessions before your guys.
Fair enough.
Fourth ed is more about the party than the individuals.
Yeah.
Third and 3.5 was more about the individual, but it's a great way of promoting role play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right,
If you want to
I'm
promote stuff we're doing right.
You guys got things out of the things that I was most impressed with, so we'll go there because
Hell, you can give just party experience plus 25
Yeah.
for everyone doing a good job role playing.
Yeah.
actually
We're doing fantabulous,
let's add another 25 on there for good measure.
191.
Go team.
Yeah.
Where's your first level? I don't know.
1,000.
1,000.
We're good.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, so sometimes if you want people to level quickly, like a skill challenge, an appropriate level skill challenge
100 experience.
is 100 XP. Now,
Yeah.
then you divide by 4, so it works for 25.
No, skill challenge is literally 100 XP across the board.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
it is. If you...
The fights are divided by the amount of
Yeah.
people that are there. The skill challenge is always a set amount of experience for
Everybody.
everybody. Depending on the challenge rating, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you wouldn't... 100 XP for minding the bar is obviously,
It's not.
is obviously excessive.
25 is perfectly
very,
fine.
is very
Yeah.
good.
Doing a job.
And you got 25 silver.
Yeah.
Not that can really buy much, but if you
It's a
guys
start.
if you guys made 25 silver every night of the week, every all
Yeah,
the way
we'd be
through,
rich as
you'd be
friggin'
rich as
Yeah.
crazy. So
It was a really good night that night.
yeah, well, yeah, and those were the tips and the bonus that Uncle Steve gave you because you guys did such brisk business.
All right, you want to go around the table with suggestions, thoughts?
Yeah, we're wrapped up. What do you guys think?
I thought it was great. I thought you did a really good job for your first time, John. And it was a lot of fun.
Yep, I
was
really
super
liked
fun,
all
yeah.
the preparation and specific advanced details and stuff like that. I think that's really neat.
You did good.
All that kind of flavor stuff really makes the world a lot more.
And I love those little tabby things. They're awesome.
Yes,
They're
those
so
are-
cute.
Yes, those are very useful because I didn't really have to do a lot of work keeping track of. Well, I mean, I did miss Ali
Oh,
once,
nice.
Everybody's things.
It's when you're behind the screen, it's a completely different monster because you have to take into account everything that's going on. Bloody chef hat, awesome. Love it.
but yeah, you have to take into account everything that's going on.
Yep, it's so different when you're on the other side of the screen.
Yeah.
But you did a good job.
You did a very
You
good
did a very
job,
good
John.
I'm
job.
looking at all those monsters. Go, fuck! I have to roll for 4 more of these guys. God damn it!
Yeah.
Once you get used to your minion fighting, it goes a lot faster as the GM. But it's always the first 2 combats that take the longest time because players will be like, "What do I roll?
What's my skill do?
How does it
Yeah, because
Yeah.
everybody's learning their characters as well at that time, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think this does
Um,
this.
How does my green flame blade work?
But yes, interesting little tidbits that you guys would like to know now that you've passed them. I'm sure. Where did that go? Hold on. Oh, it's over here.
And I warned you about NPCs becoming favorites.
We like Guardsman Hicks.
Yep, Guardsman Hicks.
Apparently so.
Guardsman Hicks is amazing.
Jim did warn me about
And yeah, you
that.
warned it about being the one guy you weren't prepared for or expecting anything, and they were like, that guard is awesome, we're gonna go through hell with that guard.
It's the same. You know what? Hicks could be kidnapped by a vampire and be like, "Fuck it, the vampire goes down."
Yeah, we gotta get back, man.
How dare you kidnap him, Uncle Steve?
So, interestingly, I just want to read you guys out the alternate, the failure if you guys failed the skill challenge. Because I had
You
actually.
chosen.
Chosen Hicks.
Chosen Hicks.
Anyhow,
Dante Chosen Hicks.
Dante Chosen Hicks.
So the alternate.
Yeah, the alternate. So if you guys had failed the skill challenge, instead of the patrons being happy and everything, you would have gotten. The night draws to a close. The town guards grumble about having to drag another group of drunks away from the Minotaur. It takes a few more hours than usual to clean up the mess, and you're all absolutely exhausted. Tips are thin, and Riswynn, you're fairly sure that someone swiped cash from the tables on their way out in the commotion, or did a dine and dash, but you guys are short on the time.
I notify Guard Hicks.
Uncle Steve wipes his furrowed brow and takes off his apron. That was a rough night. Am I ever glad that one's over?
Oh, nice.
Pretty good.
And actually, it would have been, you would not have gotten as good of a welcome at the guard facility. If you had that.
Yes, yeah,
I was going to say
We're
that
gonna
if the
go
guards
around.
had to drag another group of drunk, stumbling bastards away from the
So
Minotaur.
you had anticipated our going to report to the guards.
Yeah.
That's good.
Or if not specifically anticipate you reporting to the guards this session, I know that at some
next-
point
yeah,
we're going to
we're
end up
going
talking
to
to the guards for
interact with
something.
them, yeah.
So I had
Especially that wonderful guard, Dante Hicks.
Yeah, that Guard
What a
Hicks.
nice guy.
Dante Joseph Hicks, man. That
I didn't have
guy's
that
awesome.
guy planned out, but I definitely had the. It turns out the guy that you spoke to is actually the deputy commander of the guards, because the commander is
He's
on
off in the battle.
Up to the crusade.
I saw that. I gotta wait till the war is
War's
done. No, Dante.
So Jen, do you have anything to add to the
All right.
Good times.
good
Yeah,
times?
good
Nick?
times.
Nick, thumbs up.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you feel after your first yamming?
I survived.
All right, we're gonna end there. Thanks for joining us, and have yourselves a great day.